This is SLA TV, television for the beef cattle industry.
The Superior Country page is your 24/7 marketplace for buying and selling load-lot calves, feeders, breeding stock, and other cattle. Cattle ranchers like the Country page because it's easy to use, and they get the jump on current market conditions by putting cattle in front of buyers right now. Cattle are ready for sale in minutes so buyers can start bidding. Call or log on today to find out how the Superior Country page can work for you.
In 1994, Superior Livestock Auction introduced nationally recognized value-added programs to the American beef industry. Now, cattle sold on Superior Livestock video auctions get top dollar when a program is behind them. The USDA-approved, third-party audited Superior Verified program verifies source and age of your calves. Superior Progressive Genetics identifies load lots of cattle sold on Superior that are sired by Top Genetics. NHTC verifies the source, age, and non-hormone treatment status of your calves. These and other Superior value-added programs are just another way that Superior Livestock is improving the beef industry and bringing more dollars to your bottom line. Individual programs start at just $1.22 per hundredweight.
So you can't make any money any faster than investing $3 and getting $40, $60, $70 back.
Call or go online to find out more about Superior Livestock's value-added programs.
You're watching SLA TV, television for the beef cattle industry.
Established in 1987, Superior Livestock Auction is the largest cattle marketing network in North America. We sell forward contracted, load lots of ranch fresh cattle on video and internet auctions. Last year, over 1.4 million head were sold by Superior Livestock Auction, and they brought top dollar. World champion auctioneers present your cattle to buyers across the nation. We have over 8,000 active and qualified buyers, maximizing competitive bidding and true price discovery. Your cattle stay at the ranch until delivery, and your Superior rep writes you a check when it's done. Simple as that. Our job is getting you the best paycheck possible. We know that most producers only get one paycheck a year for their cattle, and more cattlemen and women trust us to get the most out of every sale. Call us at 800-422-2117 or go online to learn more about how Superior Livestock Auction can work for you.
Do you have a video that should be on SLA TV? Individuals and organizations are invited to share their videos with SLA TV. Let us know about your video by sending an email to sharemyvideo@sla-tv.com.
The cattle business is what we do. It's all we wanted to do.
Cattle business has made everything that we've got today, one way or the other.
This ranch has been in their family for 100 years and more, and you know, we kind of feel like it's part of our family too.
It is truly a family deal from my family all the way up to the Superior family, and even our customers.
It's important to us to be able to raise my kids here on a ranch.
I couldn't imagine a better place to raise a family.
I love the lifestyle. It makes for a pretty great life.
It was a really fabulous way to grow up. Summers in the mountains around Central Oregon, learning the cow-calf business every day, horseback.
I started out when I was 12 years old, $5 a day in room and board. And the old man, his name was J.D. Rudd, he told me, he said, you can work for me, son. He said, here's the guidelines. He said, when I send you after a tool or a wrench or whatever, he said, I want you spinning when you take off and slide when you come back.
I know this might sound kind of braggish, but yeah, I'm real proud of the fact that Dad and I have sold over 1 million head of cattle on Superior. It's been a lot of work, and it just didn't happen overnight.
You know, the buyers, they trust us. The sellers, they trust us.
And they're trusting you to expose and market their cattle to the largest buyer base. And what they get is, going to affect how they live the rest of the year.
In this business, if you're going to survive and you're going to be here for generations, you got to treat people right.
The livestock industry is one of the last businesses that are, I mean, it's a handshake or over the phone, and it's a done deal.
I really don't know too many other industries in the United States of America, or the world that matter, that upholds that much integrity. You shake somebody's hand, it doesn't matter if it's a $10,000 transaction or a $1 million transaction, they're going to do exactly what they say they're going to do. I feel very, very fortunate that I'd picked Superior to work with 17 years ago. I couldn't be prouder of the contemporary group that I get to work with.
The relationships that you can't imagine.
Anybody in this whole organization, you could pick up the phone and call them, and they would back you. And they would do whatever to fix or help you with the problem. And yeah, there's not many organizations out there that we work with that are like that. No man left behind. I guarantee you there's no man left behind if you are a Superior rep in this family.
Show the world that you ranch the Superior way with apparel, hats, and other merchandise from the Superior online store. Whether you're looking for a gift or something for yourself, the only place to find official Superior Livestock branded apparel is at SuperiorLivestockStore.com. The online store features name brands such as Port Authority, Click, and Dry Duck. Hats, jackets, shirts, vests, gloves, coolers, and much more are just a click away. Order today.
Take control of current market conditions on Superior Livestock's weekly video auction. Register your lot load cattle by Tuesday, sell them on Thursday, putting you 2 days from money with the largest cattle marketing network in North America. Superior Livestock's weekly video auction has over 8,000 active and qualified buyers, and they're paying top dollar. Yep. Jump in. The bidding is hot. Call us or click Superior Livestock.
Rolling hills, lush grass prairies, a cottonwood or two every few miles, and these are down in the draws where a creek might run when it rains. The view from horizon to horizon is unbroken. This is a panorama that hasn't changed in centuries. This is the Great Plains, and these are the Flint Hills, the place where the Creator spent a little extra time to design cow country, to make a heaven on earth for the bovine species. This is also a battleground. It is littered with the ghosts of brave warriors, both man and animal, that have fallen here over the centuries, and it stands ready for more. The sounds of battle this time are somewhat muted compared to the other wars that have been fought here. However, the reason for the conflict is the same as when Indian tribe fought Indian tribe, and when Indian tribes fought white men for control of the land. One thing has changed over time, the types of weapons used. Once it was bows and arrows and spears, then rifles and cannons. Today, the weaponry is no less lethal, the law, the courts, and the legislative process. There is, however, one certainty that will result from the current battle over who will own this land and how it will be used. In the end, the defeated will be doomed to extinction. The conquerors will become the defenders, and the cycle will repeat itself. If only we would listen, the past would teach us about tomorrow, about the outcome of the current war over land use and land ownership. And what would history tell us about the future of prairies like this, and that of the forests in the Northwest, and the mountain and desert country of the West? There are no better subjects in history to learn from than the Native American and his sacred buffalo. As near as anyone can tell, this is where the ruminant animal has thrived for more than 100,000 years. During most of that time, the buffalo was king and reigned over a 1,000,000 square mile kingdom of prairie. The camel and saber-toothed tiger originated out here and ran around with the buffalo for a while until they decided to cross a momentary land bridge to find homes elsewhere on other continents. But the buffalo liked it here, and it stayed as long as it could. So did the Plains Indian. This was his land, too. By agreement, each tribe had its own designated hunting grounds. The buffalo that roamed within a particular hunting ground belonged to the tribe that held verbal title to the area. The Plains Indian existence was totally and completely dependent upon the buffalo. It was not only the primary source of food, it also provided clothing, shelter, medicines, tools, weapons, fuel, and much, much more. The buffalo roamed at will over these prairies in great herds. One early day traveler through here noted that his journey was delayed at one point for 5 days while one great continuous herd moved across his trail. He estimated that there were more than 4 million head of buffalo in the herd. Their awkward and cumbersome physical appearance belied their actual strength, speed, agility, and endurance. They were a match for any horse, able to run at speeds of 35 to 40 miles an hour from a standstill, and no single horse could ever match their endurance. A National Museum curator noted in 1902 that he needed a relay of several horses over a distance of 25 miles before capturing a single buffalo cow. Of course, there have been numerous notations in history recording living through the experience of the legendary buffalo stampede. The sound of their hooves created a continuous roar well before their arrival and well after their departure. And the ground shook as 1,000 buffalo ran in panic flight from some unseen foe, destroying anything and everything in their path. At their peak, it is estimated that there were over 35 million head of buffalo. Between natural events and Indian hunting, the buffalo population was kept in check and in balance with the environment. Similarly, between natural events and the movement of buffalo herds, the prairies were cultivated. And when an imbalance between land and buffalo occurred, the human population was kept in check. All in all, it was a fairly efficient system that allowed the Native American, the buffalo, and the prairie to thrive and prosper. An ecosystem with all the parts in total harmony is probably the modern-day phrase to describe the phenomena where the buffalo thrived on the land, the Indian thrived on the buffalo, and the land thrived from the activity of both. Hundreds of years would pass before the white man would truly appreciate and try to emulate these consummate managers of the prairie. During all of this harmonious activity, an evolutionary event was taking place on the eastern extremities of the continent. America was being discovered again. It had been discovered several times before. For example, Coronado, coming up through Mexico, had roamed these prairies searching for the golden city of Quivira. However, in 1607, America was discovered in a fairly permanent way with the settlement of Jamestown. It took a couple of hundred years for civilization to evolve to the point where people on the eastern seaboard began to feel crowded. In fact, it was almost exactly 200 years later, 1806, that Lieutenant Zebulon Pike was sent out with an Army detachment to explore the prairie country. Pike's expedition came 2 years after Lewis and Clark passed through here on their way west. Pike wrote in his journal that the high prairies afforded excellent pasturage for millions of bison, but he did not believe these prairies were of any value for human habitation. He suggested that the plains' chief asset would be to provide a barrier against settlement of the mountain regions, which did not appear to be of any value either. In time, the plains would be considered an obstacle, an inconvenience to be endured in traveling to Santa Fe in the southwest, or the Oregon country in the northwest. The country itself would prove to be a minor inconvenience in comparison to dealing with the Indians and enormous herds of buffalo. Even Horace Greeley's first reaction to the great American desert was disparaging. But then later he wrote, "Go west, young man, go west." And they did for the next 100 years or so. Easterners went west by the tens of thousands. The highways they followed were first cut in part by the buffalo, the Santa Fe Trail, the Oregon Trail, and the Colorado Trail. By 1825, the trading business over the Santa Fe Trail had become so large and profitable that the government sent out a commission to negotiate a treaty with the Osage Indians to allow a safe passage of travelers on the trail. The cost to the federal government for the concession was $800 in cash and merchandise. The cost to the Plains Indian and his buffalo in time would prove to be exorbitant. The Santa Fe Trail Agreement was the first of two treaties that would make a reservation out of Kansas. Its eastern boundary was the Missouri River and extended west indefinitely. The Indians insisted that the treaties guarantee that they would hold their new land as long as the grass should grow and the water should run. The grass grew and the water ran, but in 1854 the Kansas Territory was formed and the government began to extinguish Indian titles to Kansas lands and began moving the tribes south to a newly formed Indian Territory, Oklahoma. The individual's only recourse to stay on his native land was to declare citizenship and be granted an allotment as any other homesteader, as allowed under the Kansas-Nebraska Bill. The Indian had been a nomad for centuries, and homesteading was not a desirable way of life, so they moved over time to the new land farther south. The majority did not move voluntarily, and their insistence on protecting their sacred buffalo made westward expansion difficult. But migration did continue at a rapid rate. It is estimated that more than 350,000 immigrants crossed the Missouri River on the ferries at St. Joseph alone during the westward expansion. There were literally hundreds of other river crossings with equal activity from 1860 to 1880. The buffalo served as the primary food source for all on their months-long travel west. The railroad crews and cavalries lived off these animals. Of course, all the while, there was a tremendous trade in buffalo hides and buffalo robes. The demand in the East seemed insatiable. This intrigue also made buffalo hunting a tremendous sport. They were slaughtered by the tens of thousands by sportsmen shooting from the windows of rail cars which passed through the herds on the prairies, and months-long hunting expeditions by the rich and famous. The Indians fought to protect their way of life, but they had a formidable foe. Generals Philip Sheridan and William Tecumseh Sherman of Civil War fame, and in charge of the Indian Fighting Army, determined that the only way to keep the Indian at home on the reservation was to destroy the buffalo. Army Colonel Richard Irving Dodge, commander at North Platte in 1867, said, "Kill every buffalo you can. Every buffalo gone is an Indian gone." An observer of the time, Frank Mayer, noted the government was privy to the slaughter of the buffalo. A man could get all the government ammunition he wanted for nothing, provided he could show he was going to use it on buffalo. By the early to mid-1880s, the buffalo were indeed gone. A few small herds roamed for a few years afterwards, but the once thriving buffalo and the industry he created was dead. The Indian was starved into submission, and the Western immigration continued unimpeded. The settlement of the West became fact as the white man traveled freely across the plains. A few travelers found these hills to their liking and stayed as squatters, homesteaders, sodbusters, and ranchers. The legendary trail drives came through these prairies from the south on the Chisholm, Goodnight, and Loving trails. This happened at about the same time that the railroads replaced wagon travel over the Santa Fe, Oregon, and Colorado trails. The extinction of the buffalo and its industry allowed the evolution of what was to replace it, the cattle industry. The transition was remarkably easy, almost natural, because what made these prairies the preferred home of the buffalo also made it a paradise for beef cattle. One area of Kansas in particular, the Blue Stem Hills or Flint Hills, exemplifies the story. They comprise about 4 million acres, which stretch in a belt across the state, varying in width from 30 to 60 miles. Early settlers thought the hills to be a wasteland and staked claims in the valleys. Being from the east, they were not comfortable unless surrounded by timber and forests. The view offered them from the plains was only indigenous prairie grass, buffalo grass. Their opinion of its potential was rather poor. The cattlemen, on the other hand, evaluated the situation differently. The reputation of the area today is that it is the most extensive and efficient cattle-producing area in the country. The early visitors could not know that this short-grass country was destined to play a major role in feeding not only a rapidly growing population in this country, but also the world through 2 world wars. This efficiency is caused by the limestone content of the soil. The topsoil is thin, and the roots of the bluestem grass readily tap the lime and absorb it. There are at least 5 ledges of limestone between the levels of the valleys and the tops of the plateaus. Ranchers who know the area say weathered lime rock is spread over all the slopes below each outcrop by every shower of rain. The supply of lime at the grassroots is being constantly renewed and maintained at the maximum. The lime and flintstone is so shallow beneath the topsoil that it is totally unsuitable for cultivation. This buffalo grass is appropriately named in that it was not only the staple that allowed the buffalo to reign here for centuries unchallenged, but it's as durable as its namesake. During drought, it lies dormant and is almost instantly revitalized by traces of moisture. Moderate rainfall will allow the bluestem grass to grow belly deep to a horse. Rolla Clymer wrote this about the Flint Hills. By their own majesty, the hills reveal the puny stature of man and the futility of his own exertions. But even more eloquent was this bit of prosaic writing of John Ingalls when inspired by these prairies. Grass is the forgiveness of nature, her constant benediction. Fields trampled from battle, saturated with blood, torn with the ruts of cannons, grow green again with grass, and carnage is forgotten. It bears no blazonry of blooms to charm the senses with its fragrance or splendor, but its homely hue is more enchanting than the lily or the rose. It yields no fruit in earth or air, and yet should its harvest fail for a single year, famine would depopulate the world. Today, the Great Plains is the most prolific food-producing area in the world. Almost 2/3 of this country's 100 million head of beef cattle live and thrive here. Portions of it are suitable for cultivation and produce the abundance of wheat, corn, and soybeans that has allowed Americans a standard of living second to none other in the world. To the farmers and ranchers who own this land, it is sacred. It is the source of their livelihood, their total existence. That which grows upon it is also sacred and is cared for with an intensity that cannot be understood by those who do not live upon nor care for the land. Simply phrased, it is called husbandry, those who care. This lack of understanding is the cause of the war that is being waged here today, the ownership of the plains and the uses to which it will be put. This is not the only battleground. Other areas under siege include virtually all the western states. The conquerors of previous wars, the homesteaders and ranchers, are now the defenders. They are fighting nobly to fend off those who would see all farm and ranch land become national parks and preserves. Preservationists yearn to recreate the past so that they and future generations can visit occasionally and try to imagine how things were in days gone by. Their objectives are simple: make private lands public and public lands inaccessible. Their methods are obtuse: petition to have the lands in question declared natural habitats for endangered species. Or if they fail pursuing this venue, then environmental questions and concerns are raised. The fact is, the more people there are, the less environment there is. The more people there are, the less land there is for them to live on, less clean air to breathe, less water to drink, less food to eat, less everything. Yes, less everything, including available land to produce food on. It is unconscionable, possibly even criminal, to espouse the philosophy that undeveloped land should be taken out of food production. These concepts are being put forward to a citizenry which is just beginning to understand the simple premise that every person has a responsibility for the welfare of this planet. The overwhelming majority of the country's population, some 98.5% of it, is incapable of basic survival. Basic survival is defined as being able to provide food, shelter, and clothing for oneself and one's family. Yet being the majority, their will is imminent. They are the public, those folks in whose name things are done, as in when done in the public interest. The public doesn't have a lot of experience and background in knowing how best to manage a few 100 million acres of farm and ranch land. The public has, however, expressed a very high level of competency in consuming the basics needed for survival without ever having to turn a hand to produce them. On the other hand, the public is very effective in voicing its opinions on any given matter. For example, in the early 1800s, when the Eastern citizenry began to feel crowded, it began to pursue its manifest destiny in the West. As we have noted, in between the Eastern populace and their objective in the West lie an entire other society. However, in the public interest, this other society was literally legislated and then blown and starved into oblivion. The objective was simple: remove the Indian obstruction to Western migration. The methods were simple: make the Indian subservient to the white man's good by destroying his source of survival and simultaneously extinguishing all his legal title to the lands in question. Yes, if we would only listen, the past would teach us about tomorrow. We would learn that those who own the land care for it best. We would learn that there is an extraordinarily high price to pay for forcing change to the natural order. We would also learn that extinction is evolutionary, that in order for the new to evolve, the old must cease to exist. There's simply not enough room for both. This makes the long-term prospects for a successful preservationist philosophy highly unlikely. However, the short-term prospects are terrifying, for each attempt puts every American one day closer to starvation. It not only can happen, it has happened as a result of public policy. Unfortunately, public policy is an inanimate object. It is at best a momentary whim of the majority of the populace, which has a history of reversing itself all too quickly. Public policy is not a responsible being. It cannot care for the land. It cannot even care for the public. The management of the land is a generations-long proposition. We must understand that today's farmers and ranchers are the Indians of yesterday. There's no one better suited to care for the land. If public policy drives the farmer from the land this time, there will be no turning back. As we know, the plains were once covered with buffalo. Public policy drove the buffalo from the face of the earth, and the Indian followed them. If public policy drives the farmers and ranchers from the face of the earth, humanity will have no choice but to follow them. These, my friends, are the lessons of the buffalo.
Dave Brown, the entire crew here, some of the wonderful people in this part of the world, in this part of the business, and always a joy to be here. They treat you so well and have one of the good programs anywhere in America. Never been a better time to honor this country than this week with Veterans Day, and we're going to start out the sale with the national anthem. Let's pay tribute to the people that served. Let's pay tribute to the greatest country in the world. Please stand for the national anthem. right, fantastic. At this time, I'd like to introduce a very good friend of mine, a man that's built quite a reputation, built a company, came up the hard way, and did it the hard way in a country where you can still do it. Never been more opportunity in America than there is right now, and this guy's living proof that you can do it, and everybody out in this room is as well. Let's give Mr. Dave Saby and his crew and everybody here a great big round of applause for all their hospitality and the great job they're doing.
Thank you.
Dave, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I mean, how can I get fired up listening to Leanne Rimes here in Montana in such a heart-moving, national anthem. We're so excited to have everyone here. My wife and I, Sandy, my wife of 53 years back there in the back, we're so pleased to have you here and be with us with part of our Montana Ranch team. We look at this as a little piece of heaven, and we're so grateful to be able to be here. And you look out at the mountains and you look at the cattle and so on. We are so blessed. But what we're most blessed about is our team. And what I get to do today is introduce our Montana Ranch team. Let me start with Randy and Susan Holman. They're out back on the horses, herding the cattle in. Randy and Susan have been with us and their dad before them. Buck and us go back probably, he's deceased now, but we probably go back 40 years. Randy and Susan, 20 years. You can see a core value over here, our core values, and we live by those. One of those is long-term trusted relationships. And so we emphasize that with everyone. And Randy and Susan, they live on the ranch with us. I mean, it's really a family team. And so we're so proud. They run our cutting horse operation, which is on the other side of the property. So thank you, Randy and Susan. Matt Cottle, I think that's Matt right here, and Matt grew up over on the corner of the property over on the other side, so you don't get much longer relationship than that. He was born on our property, and then his dad, Andy, is here too, so we've got generationals working. Matt runs all of our farming operation. I'll say just a snippet about that in a second, and runs everything that isn't cattle and isn't horses. Kurt Wade and Andy Cottle, they help Matt in everything, and they're a major part of our team. And I mean, it takes a team to get things done. Mike Sutton is out back. Mike Sutton takes care of the maintenance around here and the building maintenance and so on. And if you look around, I think they do a bang-up job of keeping everything in tip-top shape. Kevin Sears is in the back too. He's in charge of maintenance of all equipment. We've got a lot of equipment, and it takes all of you that run farms and ranches and cattle business know keeping that equipment in tip-top shape is no small task. That's our team except for our stars, and today we have 2 stars. Who are those 2 stars? David and Shauna Brown. What a team. Let's have a round for David and Shauna. David and Shauna are responsible for everything that has to do with our cattle. And take a look at them out there. When David and I agreed to come together about 6 years ago? 8 years ago. Holy smokes. I'm having a senior moment. You start forgetting how long ago that was. But 8 years, and we were talking long before that, but we decided that we'd come together and try to build a world-class set of genetics and try to build a really world-class Angus herd. And what you see out there, I believe, is a long ways in achieving those goals, and David and Shauna are responsible 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and 366 on leap year. They live just in the place next door, so they live on the ranch. Their commute is short, and like so many, when I say 7 by 24, it is 7 by 24. We set out to build a balanced herd, and David will talk a lot more about that in a minute. But what I want to talk is leave you with one thought. I'm Chairman Emeritus of the Systems Biology Institute, which is founded by Lee Hood, who invented the first genetic sequencing, automatic gene sequencers and protein sequencers. I've been deep in this space for a very long time. Dr. Hood, who's won every medal except for the Nobel Prize, says that, David, we are 50% of who we are is our genetic toolkit that was given to us by our parents. 50%. The other 50% is what we do with that toolkit. And that's what I'm so proud of our team and what David and Shauna have done. To get full expression of your genetics, you have to work with these animals from inception through fetal development up through adolescence to assure full genetic expression. These animals don't only have a great package to start with and a toolkit, but because of the way this team takes care of these animals, we have optimal genetic expression, and that's rare. And most people don't even understand that the epigenetics is important as other side of it. And that's what you get when you get an animal from Montana Ranch. That's why we are so proud to give a guarantee that we stick with these animals afterwards, because we know that they're built to last. So with that, I want to introduce the star of the show, and he's back here. Oh, shucks, not me. That's why I love doing this. David Brown, come on up. You're the man. Thank you.
Well, guys, I promise I'll keep this short and sweet. Man, oh man, it's hard to follow that guy. Dave Saby's just a wonderful individual. I'm so blessed that he came into my life about 12 years ago, and consider him one of my dear friends in this world. So it's a lot of fun for me to be able to work with one of my best friends. You know, we call it the cattle business. This is not a cattle business. This is a people business. I want to talk about relationships. Each one of you means so much to me that you took time out of your busy lives to come and spend the day with us today. And I can't tell you how grateful and blessed we are to have you here. Thank you. And I see many faces in the audience that I've known for more years than I care to remember. And I see some new faces here, and I do urge you, this is kind of a hectic day for us, but please stick around after the sale. I'd love to get to meet you and know you and find out about your operation and how we can assist you in any way possible. I talked about relationships. I'm so proud of the guys that I work with on a day-to-day basis, and there are so many people there that we just can't mention here. We'll be here all afternoon, but we've got neighbors that pitch in when we need it. We've got Michelle and her daughters from Seattle. Michelle keeps our books, and she and her daughters came out to help us today. Thank you very much. We've got our vet here, Chuck Gue, who does our embryo work, the good folks from World West Sires that do a lot of our custom semen collection. And I tell you what, Dave was not wrong when he said it takes a team. And I also want to recognize the sales staff here, and Roger and Dave Mullins will make the introductions, but these are guys. Roger, how many years have we been sitting side by side? At least once a year. Yeah, more years than we care to remember. And we're so proud to have Dave Mullins join us from sellring.live. Dave's a guy that really comes in and challenges me and keeps raising the bar for us. And the hopes that we're going to bring you better and better cattle each year. Now, Dave made the mention, every animal that walks through the ring today is unconditionally guaranteed. If you have a problem once you get those animals home, it's as simple as picking up the phone and calling me, and we will make it right. I do promise that. That's the key to maintaining the relationship between us and you. And these cattle, listen, everything today is a huge investment, and we don't want these cattle to be a drain for you. We want these cattle to go out and do exactly what they're designed for. And the only way that you can keep us in the loop on that is pick up the phone and let us know, hey, the bull's working, or no, he's having an issue, and we welcome the opportunity to make that right. With that, we're going to turn it over to my dear friend Roger Jacobs and Dave Mullins. And actually, we've got one more introduction to make before we get too far down the road. And I'm sorry, it's I don't have anything prepared, so we're working from memory. But I want to recognize Grace Everrude. Grace, will you come forward, please? We got to know Grace about a year ago. Grace applied for the Nile Merit Heifer Program. And I don't know if all of you are aware of what the Nile Merit Heifer Program is. But basically, it seeks out youths who want to get started in the cattle business. And we were proud to be one of the donors last year. Grace came about a year ago, selected a heifer out of our replacement heifer pen. And Grace has been showing this heifer all over the state of Montana. She has gone to every jackpot county show, and it culminated here last month at the North American International Livestock Exposition in Billings. And I'm proud to announce that Grace had grand champion Nile Merit Heifer with a female from right here at Montana Ranch. Grace, great job. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much, David. I'll tell you what, it's always a pleasure to work with a good, young, energetic crew. Always a pleasure to work with Ron Fry as one of the marketing agents here. Ron's one of the really good guys in the industry. If you haven't met him, he's in the back corner there. Get to know him. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Dave Mullins to go over a few details before we get started. Here's one of the really bright young minds in this industry, doing a great job managing sales, consulting on sales, and you ever need some help purchasing some Angus cattle, some seed stock of any kind, here's one of the good young guys you can work with. If you haven't met him, get to know him after the sale here today. David, here you go.
Well, thank you, Roger, and certainly if you follow along, and we're not going to give you a lot of speeches today. When we start the auction, we're going to have an efficient event. But when you start thinking about the minds, the talent, and the level of accountability around here, and I will tell you, if you've not had the opportunity to have a conversation with Mr. Dave Saby, you need to do that. The only thing he's ever been stern about with me is getting me out of my comfort zone and refusing to settle for mediocrity. And he challenges us all in a very favorable way. He's a legit owner. He's one that's passionate about everything he touches in life, and it's a privilege to work with him and this crew. Obviously, most of them, those of you that are multiple generation ranchers, you know a lot of the names and faces, the seed stock that's here today, and the people behind them. So with that being said, you consider my good friend Roger Jacobs will be your auctioneer today. He'll introduce your staff. When you study the team from the top of the pyramid right on down, it's a very, very flattering opportunity to be here and be a very small part of it. And so sincere thank you there. We'll talk about your cattle again. We'll be very efficient. Some things I want to be very transparent with you. We have Taylor Ford up on the balcony with SaleRing.live. We have Superior. There'll be a lot of folks there bidding. David Brown is covered up with phone orders today. I've got 4 different bidder numbers up here. Roger's talked to some folks, as he always does when he comes to a sale. We want to make sure that you have a positive buying experience. We want to make sure that's transparent, and we'll have to be a little bit conservative with some of these folks with some of the internet activity today, but it's very important that you understand what all we've got going and as we work with you. Touch base on some delivery options here. David touched on it very simply put. First breeding season on these bulls. They've all passed the breeding soundness exam. The first line says no risk warranty on your bulls. End of statement. The only request there is if you have an issue, a question, or concern, contact David Brown first. Contact him directly, and we'll work on getting your resolution there. From a delivery standpoint, okay, on the registered cattle, we'll talk to you about the commercial heifers when they get here. On the registered cattle, if you are in Montana or the surrounding states, there is free delivery option here on behalf of Montana Ranch. If you're outside of that area and you buy 3 head or more, you will qualify, and that's a combination of females or bulls. You will qualify for free delivery there as well. And then they will guarantee you, if you don't check those boxes, they'll cap it at $400 a head no matter where you are in the continental U.S. Those of you in Canada have called and asked. We'll work with you, go through the ports and delivery. David and them are familiar with that. Again, you buy the cattle with guarantees. We'll have some updates as we go along. Tremendous set of cattle. Roger, we got an awesome crew. Thank you. It's great to work with you as always.
All right, working at ringside today, we have Kurt Kangas here with the Angus Journal, John Goggins with Western Ag Reporter, Devin Mernon with the Western Livestock Journal, and Andy Rest with the Cattle Business Weekly. They'll be taking your bids, pass them along to me. We will give you a right snappy sale, have you out of here in good time. Stick around for the prime rib dinner, though. By gosh, that'll be a real treat later on this afternoon, early evening. We will follow along on the sale order. We'll go through all the bulls and into the females. We'll wrap up with the commercial bred heifers, be the last deal. John, you ready to go? All right, let's open the door, bring on the first one. Let's bring on lot number 7. David, introduce him, and we'll get going.
You bet. You talk about the cattle genetics and the program, and when you have the opportunity as a herd bull to lead off this program and this annual event, it takes a special kind of critter. You'll see as you go through your updates and you've studied your breeding updates on the bred heifers, this is the one they entrusted the most to clean up those cattle for you and to build upon the future. You study that pedigree. The legendary Donna family needs no introduction nationwide. The game changer right back to the 714, a bull who ratios 111 waning, 107 yearling, and you just envision the females and the impact he's going to leave on your program, guys. There's no doubt why he got to start the leadoff bull.
All right, here he is. He's lot number 7. The auction's in your hands. Who'll be $20,000? Why, $20,000 where? At $20,000, will you bid it? Why, at $335. At $35, at $500 now. $4,000 at $445. $45 at $500. $500 now. $5,000 at $500. $500 move it to $5,000 at $4,500 now. $5 and now $55. $55 at $6,000 at $6,000. $6,000 now. $5. $6,500 now. $7. All right, $7,000. $7,000 now. $7 now. $5. $75. $8,000. $8 at $8. $8,000 move it to $8,000 now. $5. $85 at $5 now. $9. $9 at $9. $9,000 move it to $9. $9 $9 now. $5. $95 at $5. $5. $10. $10 at in. $10 down move it to $10 now. $5. $10 $5 now. $11. $11 down now. $11 at $11 down now. $5 at $11 $5 now. $12 at $12 $12 down move it to $12 now. $5 $12 $5 $13 at $30 $30 $30 move it to $13 now. $5 $13 down $5 at $5 at $5 at $13 $5 at $13 down $5 at $5 at Fort Worth. You're out at $13 $5 $13 $5 13 $5 at $13 down $5 at $5 at $5 at anybody else. Open the door. Let's go at $13 down $5 at $5 at $5 at will you bid to $13 $5 I sold out. 13,013. Charlie's way, the 641. Thank you.
You bet. Turn your catalog page, guys and gals. Lot number 4, you talking about a unique individual. Certainly you study the information. We won't read all the numbers to you today. You study the cow family and the power. And certainly you can find these numbers in other places of America, but rarely can you find them in a phenotypical package such as this. Lot 4, guys, tremendous ratio. She checks a lot of boxes. Good kind of bull, Roger.
Ooh, look at the spread on those numbers. Lot 4 at 75 now 10. At 75 now 10 it in. 10 time move it in it in. 3 35 35 at 500 now 4 4 45 45 5,000 at 5 55 55 6,000 at 6,000 6,000 now 5 now 7 at 7,000 down move it to 7 now 5 8,000 now 5 85 now 9 now 10 at 10 now 5 10 down 5 11 now 5 11 5 11 5 11 5 and now 12 12 12 12 now 5 12 5 13 at 30 30 30 move it to 13 at 30 30 30 move it now 5 13 down 5 at 13 5 14 at 14 14 now 5 15 at 15 betting move it to 15 now 5 at 15 down 5 now 16 at 16 down now 17 at 17 17 move it to 17 at 16 now 17 move it to 17. You want to be 16 5, I'll trade with you. At 16 down 5 16 5 now 17 at 17 move it to 17 at 17 now 5 at 17 down 5 crash the barrier at 17 down 5 17 5 anybody else? I sold a bull 17,017. How much? 642. Thank you.
Lot 3, right next door, guys and gals. These bulls were pinned together, and there was a little discrepancy depending on the type and kind of bull you're after. Here's another one of the good Pathfinder bulls. Right out of the excitement, study your information, your pedigrees. Big spread bull, 144 yearling weight. Help yourself.
At 75 now 75 at 75 at 500 at 75 at 3 35 35 at 500 now 4 at 4 for them over to 4,000 45 5,000 at 5 at 5 55 6,000 now 5 at 65 at 5 now 7 at 7 now 5 8,000 8 at 8 8 now 5 85 at 5 now 9 at 99 now 5 95 at 5 now 10 at 10 at in 10 down over to 10 at 10 at in 10 down over to 10,000 at 10 at in 10 down over to 10 95 at now 10 at in 10 down over to 10 at 10 at in 10 down over to 10 at in 10 now 5 at 10 down 500. Thank you, John Henry. 10 down 500 10 5 at 10. Now you're acting like you never did like him. 10 down 500 10 5. Anybody else gonna go? At 10 down 500 I sold out. Fort Worth Way 10,000 on Superior. Buyer number 907. 907. Thank you, John Henry.
You bet. A little further back in your catalog now. Turn to lot 29. Here's the capitalist out of the Black Cat May, best known as the sister to the resource and renowned, guys and gals, an action-packed maternal kind of pedigree with a big stout bull right here, big-time heifer credentials, guys and gals, double-digit cavities with a maternal pedigree that just can't be beat. Lot 29 is one right here. I had a lot of stars on, Roger.
Oh, man, you want a bull that shows some muscle. Take a look at 29. At 75 and now 75. At 75, 500 now 3, 35, 35, 500 now 4, 45, 5, 55, 55, 6 down, now 5, now 7, at 7 down, now 5, 75, 500 now 8,000, now 5, at 85, now 9, 99, 9 down, over to 9, 99, now 5, 95, now 10, at 10 it in, 10 down, over to 10, at 10 it in, 10 down, over to 10,000, at 10 it in, 10, what do you say? At 10 it in, 10 down, now 5, 10 down, 500, new fire, at 10 down, 500, 10, 5, at 10 down, 500, gotta go, and now 11, at 11 down, now 11, at 10, 5, 11, at 11, now 5, at internet, you're out. 11, 5, now 12. Total internet's Superior's in the lead. At 11, 5, 12. That total 12, now 5, 12,500, 12, 5. At 12, 5, click to bid. At 12,500, at 12, 5, gotta go. At 12,500, will you bid at 12, 5, 12, 5. Internet's out. At 12,500, 13. At 30, 30, 30, move it at 13. At 30, 30, 30, and at 13 down, Fort Worth, what do you say? I got 12.5 on the internet. I'd like 13. At 30, 30, 30, move it at 13. At 30, 12, 7 and a half. Is that what you're saying, John Henry? Oh my gosh, I hadn't thought of that, and it is cash, I guess. Now 13. Internet, you're out. 12,750. 13. At 30, 30, 30, move it at 13. At 30, 13. Fight back. Click to bid. At 30, 30, 30, move it at 13. At 12,750. 13. Now 250, and you started it. Don't forget that. At 13 down, $250, $50, move it now. 13, 5. At 13 down, 500, 13, 5, 750. At 13 down, $750, $50, move it at 7.5. At 13, 7.5. Internet, what do you say? At 13, 5, 7.5. Who's in the lead? At 13.5, 7.5, 13. Did you say 13.5 out front? I thought you did. No, I had 13.750 right there. Now you're both out. Now 14. At 14, 14, 14, at 14. You say 14, now 5. At 14 down, 500, 14, 5. At 14, 250. You want to do it the hard way? At 14 down, $250, $50, over to 2 dev at 14, 250. At 14, $250, $14,250, $50, over to 250. I sold out. 14,014. 906, the buyer number. Thank you.
Oh, love to hear you sing, Roger. Lot 23, guys and gals. Here's the 797. Now think about this. For those of you in the seed stock business, the Joy 1036 cow, she's best known as the mother of the Basin Rainmaker 4404 that stood there at Gen X. Now think about your ratios, guys. Well, along with the extra stretch and performance, IMF ratio of 132, ribeye of 110, a gain ratio of 104. He checks a bunch of boxes, Roger.
I don't think we'll have a longer spined bull come through the ring today. Here's lot 23. Who'll be 20,000? Oh, at 20,000, will you bet to 20? At 20,000 at 3, 35, 35 of 5, now 4, 45, 45 of 5, 5, 55, 55 of 5, 6 out, now 5, 65 of 5, 500, 65, 7, now 5, and now 8, 8 at 8, now 5, now 9, now 5, now 10, at 10, now 5, now 11, at 11 down, now 11, at 11 down, now 11 down, 11 down, 11, at 10, 5, 11, at 11 down, now 5, at 11 down, 500, Fort Worth, you're out, 11, 5, now 12, at 12, 12 down, over to 12, at 12, 12 down, over to 12,000, at 12, 12, now 5, at 12,000, 500, will you bet at 12, 5, 12, 5, gotta go, at 12, 5, Fort Worth, what do you say, 12, 5, at now 13, at 30, 30, 30, move it at 13, at 12, 5, 30, 30, 30, now 5, 13 down, 500, will you bet at 13, 5, at 13, 500, 13, 5, yes or no, now 14, at 40, 14, 14, move it at 14, at 40, 14, 14, 14, now 5, at 14 down, 500, will you bid to 14, 5, yes or no, 14, 5, at 14 down, 500, ask him nice, John Henry, 14, 5, at 14 down, 500, now 15, at 15, 50, see it works, at 15, 50, 50, move it at 15, and now 5, at 15 down, 500, 15, 5, at 15 down, 500, 15, 5, how about you, Justin, at 15 down, 500, 15, 5, gotta move along, 15, 5, said no, sold the bull, 15,015. 624, the buyer number. Thank you. 624. Thank you, Ron Fry.
Lot 20 coming in the ring, guys and gals. Here's the first dimension, son, we've offered today. You all know the story about dimension. Study your ratios, ribeye of 109, big-time stout kind of bull, guys, balanced all the way through. Study on that bottom side, the 040 cow. She needs no introduction to her impact. She's left on the Angus breed, lot 20.
Oh, boy, got a big-time herd bull look, Kurt. At 7,500 now, 75. At 75, 500 now, 335, 4. At 4 for them over to 4,000. At 4 for them over to 4. And now 45, 5, 55, 55, 500 now, 6. Now 5, 65, 7. At 7,000 now, 7. Now 5, 75, 500 now, 8,000. 8 at 8, 8 down over the 8. 8 now 5, 85 at 5, now 9. At 99, 9 down over to 9. 99, 9 down over to 9,000. 85 now, 99, 9 down over to 9. Gotta go. At 85 now, 99, 9,000. Open the door, swing the door. Let's go. At 85 down, 99, 9 time over to 9. I sold a bull. 8,585. Buyer number 620620. Thank you, sir. Let's go to lot 8.
Lot number 8, guys and gals. Here's a direct son of rainfall. Excuse me. And for those of you who've been keeping track at home, we know the rainfall bull is no longer with us, and so what you see is what you get. This is the number one dollar maternal rainfall son in the entire Angus breed. Go along with that, the bull's got looks. He's got all the ratios pointing in the right direction out of a good cow family. You take care of the rest.
And then he's plus 20.8 on heifer pregnancy. Here's a bull that's got some value. Lot number 8, at 20,000. At 20,000, we'll to 20. At 335, 35, 500, now 4. At 4 for them over to 4,000. At 4 for them over to 4. At 4 for them over to 4. At 4 for them over to 4,000. At 4 45, 45, 5,000. At 555, 55, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000. Anybody else going to move along? At 5,500 now, 6,000, 6,000 over to 6,000. At 55, 7.5. You want do that? At 55, 7.5, said no. Sold the bull 5,555. 615, 615. Let's go to lot 46.
Lot 46 coming in here, guys and gals. Here's the renown right out of the 438. That's the game day back to 714, guys and gals. One of the good bulls. He was in the corner pen for a reason, Roger. Lot 46.
Lot number 46 at 7,500 now, 75. At 75, 500 at 335, 35, 500, will you bid to 35? 4,000 now, 5. 45, 500 now, 5, 55. At 55, 500 at 55, 50, and now 6,000. At 6,000. 6,000, over to 6,000, where you at? At 5,500 now, 6,000, 6,000, anybody else? At 5,500 now, 6,000, 6,000, gonna move along. 5,500 now, 6,000, 6,000, open the door. 55, 7.5, and now 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, now 2.5, now 5. At 65, 500, at 65, 65, 7.5. At 67, 7, 6, it clicked a bit. At 67, 7.5, internet, you're out. At 65, 7, 67, 50, I sold out. 6,565. 509, the buyer. Thank you, sir.
Headed towards the front of the catalog with this next one. Here's the Empire out of the full sister, the Coleman Bravo. He needs no introduction to you. Big-time bull's got some extra stretch and performance to him with a maternal pedigree all over the bottom side right here, guys. Help yourself. A real versatile kind of bull in lot 2.
Lot 2 at 7,500 now 10. At 7,500 now 10 to 10. 10 time up to 10 to 10. 3, 35, 35 of 500 at 35, 35 of 5, 4,000 at 4 for them over to 4. And 4 for them over to 4. At 4 35, 7.5, 7.5 there, 37.50. At 35, 7.5 there, 7.5, 7.5, 4,000 at 4 for them over to 4. At 37.5, 4,000 at 4 for them. Will you bid to 4? Got to move along, boy. Here's a big old heavy muscle bull and out of a herd bull producing cow. 37.5, 4,000. I'm 4 for them over to 4. Now 2.5 at 42 to $50 over to 2.5. 45 at 45 at 500. He'll leave you as good a set of females you've ever had in your pasture. 45, 7.5 at 47 and 47.50. 45, 7.5. Said no. Sold out 4,500. 321, 321. Let's go to lot 5.
Lot 5, here's another Pathfinder. Remember, you like the 3 and the 4 bulls that came out to you. Here again, lot 5, right out of the Charlo. Watch the bottom side of that pedigree, the 505 cow who's left a tremendous impact on this herd, top to bottom. Big time ratios, 93 at birth, 106 weaning, 104 yearling, guys and gals. Real complete kind of bull.
Ooh, boy, 800-pound weaning white bull, lot 5. Hot 75 down 75, and 75 at 500 down 3, 2.5, 5 at 35 at 500. Will you bet to 35, 35 at 5, 7.5, now 4. And 4 for them over to 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45 at 500. 7.5, 5,000. 5, 2.5, now 5, 55, 5, now 7.5, 7.5, 6,000. At 6,000 now 2.5, now 5, 65, 5, 7.5, 7.5, 67.50. At 65, 7.5, crack
7,000 on the internet, Roger.
6.
I got 7,000.
7,000 now 2.5. That's Superior. You're out. At $72.50, over there to never about got 7,000 on sale. 2.5 now 5. At 75.5 internet. You're out. At 75 lives out. At 75.5 2.5 5. At 75.5 open door. Let's go. At 72.5 75.5 will you bid to 75? I sold out. 72.50. Buyer number 900.
Right next door, lot 6, another Pathfinder. Study that cow, family boys, a direct daughter of the Paxton Bull on the bottom side. Lot 6 is one that does a lot of things well, got good shape. Look at that top he's got in him, guys. Lot 6.
Ooh, big old free moving bull, lot 6. On 75 down 75. Down 75 down 75 3 2.5 30 to 50 30 50 now 5 35 7.5 4 4 2.5 5 at 45 7.5 5,000 at 5 2.5 now 5 at 55 5 now 7.5 6,000 at 6,000 2.5 now 5 65 5 65 at now 7.5 67.50 at 65 7.5 67.50 at 65 7.5 now 7,000. Nearly cut my tongue off. At 7,000 now 2.5 at $72.50 well 72.50 75 at 75 5 now 7.5 at 75 7.5 77.50 8,000 at 88 now 2.5 $82.50 $82.5 at $82.50 now 5 85 85 keep smiling bid again now 7.5 at 85 7.5 fight back at 85 7.5 open the door let's go 85 7.5 now 9,000 nice round number at 99 now 2.5 $92.50 over there 2.5 92.50 said no sold out 9,000 621 621
A little different deal. We're going to bring in a pair of brothers here, guys and gals. Here's the lots 25 and 26. And if you're looking to inject a breath of fresh air into your cow herd and your program, I want to make special note of the female. That is the South American cow that's part of and one of the front runners in the embryo transfer program here. They are the War Party sons. Again, you can pick and choose between 25 or 6, or you can double down and take both of the brothers and kick them out in a big-time cow herd. Real nice pair of bulls, Roger, 25 and 26.
Oh, boy, lots of fresh genetics right here, yes, David. 25 or 26 choice or taking both 2 times the money. On 75 and now 75. And 75. If you ever saw that cow in person, you wouldn't hesitate here. On 75 and now 75. 3 2.5 30 to 50 35 35 35 7.5 now 4 4 2.5 5 45 7.5 5 2.5 at $52.50 now 5 55 7.5 50 and now 6,000 at 6,000 now 2.5 at 6 now 5 65 7.5 67 57,000 at 7,000 now 7 at 7,000 over to 7 at 67.5 7,000 he might take them both the internet you're out at 7,000 over to 7,000 67.5 7,000 will you bid to 7 I sold out 67.50 you want them both yep okay 467 467 the buyer okay let's sell 26 at 335 35 now 2.5 at 30 to 50 35 7.5 now 4 at 4 2.5 40 to 50 45 45 now 7.5 5,000 at 5 had them over to 5 had them over to 5,000 at 47.5 5,000 anybody else now 2.5 at $52 over to 2.5 52.50 at 52.50 let him run at 50 I got a pretty good cowboy in the lead at $52.50 over to 2.5 anybody else 50 now 55 Cody and now 7.5 at 57.5 at now 6,000 at 6,000 even money at 57.5 6,000 just sell another colt at 6,000 over to 6,000 at 57.5 Cody she's still smiling you're okay at 6,000 over to 6,000 57.5 6,000 said no sold out 57.50 602. Thank you, Gene. 602.
Go a couple pages back, lot 32. Here's a pedigree you're going to see again in the female offering, guys. You're going to like and like a bunch. This is a direct son of the capitalist 316, right out of the full sister, right out of the full sister to Bravo. Study your individual performance and the action-packed maternal in the pedigree. Lot 32, boys, you like him. You're going to like his sister.
Ooh, big-time herd bull look. 32 at 20,000. Oh, at 20,000, we'll even do 20. At 3, 35, 35, 5, 7 1/2, 4. At 4, 45, 45, 5, 45, 5,000 at 5, 55 at 55 at 5, 6,000 at 6,000 now 5, 65 at 5, 500 at 65 at 65, 7 1/2 now 7 now 2 1/2 at 70 and now 5, 75 7 1/2 8,000 8 at 8,000 over the 8 now 2 1/2 85 7 1/2 9,000 at 9 2 1/2 5 95 7 1/2 7 1/2 90 now 10 now 5 at 10,000 500 now 11 at 11 now 5 at 11,000 500 11 5 at 11,000 500 2 1/2 all trade at 11,000 250 now 5 at 11.5 internet you're out now at 11 2 1/2 11.5 John's in the lead at 11 2 1/2 11.5 at 11,500 yes or no gotta go 11.5 11.5 11.5 I sold out 11,250 641 thank you very much.
Next page to the left here, lot number 30. Here's a bull. If you win the pin, he's got a good look bull. He looks like a herd bull. He's a capitalist right out of the full, right, the maternal sister, the scale house bull. Again, he was the $275,000 bull in the 2021 SAV sale. Big time winning in yearling ratios with a real good kind of pedigree, lot 30.
Lot 30 at 7,500 now 75. At 75 at 500 at 3 2 1/2 5 at 35 at 500 will you bid to 35 35 at 500 will you bid to 35 at 35 at 500 will you bid to 35 35 at 500 will you bid to 3,000 at 3 3 3 3 thumb over to 3 at 3 to 3 3 thumb over to 3 at 3 to 3 25 tell me at 25 at 500 will you bid to 25 at 2 1/2 25 25 at 500 at 25. Boy, here's big old long good bull. Kind of help yourself. 784-pound weaning weight bull. 2,500 is all I'm asking. 22 1/2, 25, 25 at 5, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 2750. 25, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 2750, 750. Open the door. Let's go. 25, 7 1/2, 3,000 at 3 to 3, 2 1/2, 30 to $50, $50 will be 2 1/2, 30 to 50, 35 at 35, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 750 at 35, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 30 now 4,000 at 4 for 4 Gene 4 at 4 for 4 for them over to 4. I thought we were going to head him over the rock pile. At 37 1/2, 4,000. Will you bid to 444? I sold out. 3750, 3750. How much? 618. Thank you. Let's look at 31. That's so handy. It must have been a mistake, Dave.
You bet. Pinmate right there, guys and gals, right next door. Again, the capitalist. Study your ratios right here, guys and gals. Remember, 93 birth, 104 weaning, 116 IMF, lot 31.
Oh, boy, you want them long and deep-sided and cavities as well. Here he is. Lot 31. At 7,500 now, 75. At 75, 500 at 3, 2 1/2, 5. At 35, 500 will you bid at 35, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, now 4. At 4 for 4, 2 1/2, 40, 50, 45, 45 at 5, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 4, now 5,000, now 2 1/2, now 5. And now 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 6,000. At 6,000, now 2 1/2, now 5. 65, 7 1/2, 7 1/2, 7,000. At 7,000, now 7, now 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 5, 75 at 500 now 8,000. At 8 at 8, now 5, 85 at 500 85, 85 at 500 now is on 9. At 9 to 9, 9 time over to 9, 85 now 9. At 9 to 9, Fort Worth, what do you say? 9,000, gotta go. At 85, 9 to 9, 9 time over to 9, let him run. 8,500 now 9 to 9, 9 time over to 9, I sold out. 8,585. 670, 670.
Here's lot 33, guys and gals, another direct son of capitalist. Now, pay special attention. We've had a lot of inquiries about his mother, and she'll be the one leading off the cow-calf division, and you'll see why when she gets in here. Here's a pair of those brothers right here, guys and gals. This is lot 33, the capitalist, right out of that good young 1682 cow.
At 75 down 75 at 75 at 3 35 35 down 7.5 now 4 4 for them over to 4 down 2.5 now 5 at 45 7.5 5 2.5 55 7.5 now 6 now 2.5 now 5 at 65 7.5 7,000 at 7 now 2.5 now 5 75 75 8,000 at 8 thumb over the 8 thumb over the 8 75 7.5 I'll do that at 75 7.5 8,000 at 8 thumb over the 8 2.5 82 now 5 85 85 7.5 at 87 7.5 now 9 at 99 9 2.5 92 50 now 5 95 now 7.5 10,000 at 10,000 even money at 10 thumb over to 10 at 10 thumb over to 10,000 open the door let's go at 97.5 10 thumb over to 10 I sold out 97.50 97.50 617 617 let's have a look at 35
and 36 will bring you a pair of these brothers, Roger, right out of the ET program. Again, the mother of these bulls right here, she's the female right behind the XL bull that was right there in stud with ST Genetics, excuse me. These are capitalists right out of the good cow. Study your ratios, pick and choose 35 and 36.
I had 75 at 75 and now 75 at 75 at 75 75 at 3 2.5 5 at 35 7.5 now 4 at 4 2.5 5 45 at 5 45 7.5 5,000 at 5 at 5 2.5 52 50 55 55 at 5 7.5 57 50 at 55 7.5 57 50 at 55 7.5 got stuck between gears at 55 7.5 57 50 I sold out 5,500 55 you want them both take some both 602 head them to Idaho
times 2 guys thank you sir we appreciate your help appreciate you being here today. Here's one. If you're going to fuss at David somewhere today, it's probably right here with your sale order, guys and gals. Lot 37 bull. You saw that pen of brothers out there. Man, they are good. And you see the powerhouse female that's underneath of there, and she's obviously playing a big role why these bulls look the way they do and they've performed the way they do. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Lot 37, he's a herd bull.
Lot number 37, 10,000. 10 thumb over to 10. 10 thumb over to 10 3 35 500 now 4 45 5 55 6,000 now 5 65 7 now 5 75 500 8,000 at 8 thumb over the 8 thumb over the 8 now 5 85 500 85 at 85 now 9 now 5 95 500 95 now 10 at 10 thumb over to 10 at 10 thumb over to 10 gotta go 95 now 10 at 10 95 7.5 Hulu that 95 7.5 97 50 at 95 now 10,000 at 10 thumb over to 10 97.5 10 now 5 at 10 down 5 10 5 at 10 down 5 10 5 10 5 gotta go at 10 down 5 will you bet at 10 5 10 5 I sold out 10,000 867 the buyer 867
38 and 39, Roger. We're going to bring the other brothers right in here, the capitalist bulls. And again, I want you to study these bulls for just a second, all right? I want you to study. There is a difference in the bulls. We're going to bring you the pair depending on how you like them. The 38 bull gain ratio of 113, a ribeye ratio of 116, all right? Then we've got the other brother, again, bicapitalist. He's big time, good spread bull, pack full of maternal out of a powerhouse donor cow. I like this pair of bulls good, Roger.
Lot 38 or 39, at 75 down 75, at 75 at 3 2.5 at 30 to 50 35 500 will you bet to 35 at 35 now 7.5 now 4 at 4 for them over to 4 2.5 now 5 at 45 500 will you bet to 45 7.5 45 7.5 now 5,000 at 5 had to move it to 5 2.5 50 250 now 5 55 500 will you bet to 55 and now 7.5 6,000 at 6,000 move it to 6,000 and now 2.5 60 250 now 5 65 500 will you bet to 65 and 65 7.5 now 7,000 at 7,000 now 7 at 7 whip and spur let's go at 7,000 move it to 7 at 7,000 now 2.5 at 70 250 $50 move it to 2.5 72.50 at 70 getting the lead at $72.50 over to 72.50. Nearly cut my tongue off. Now 75. At 75, will you bet is now 7.5, 7.5, 77.50. At 75, 7.5, 7.5, 77.50. Anybody else? 75, 7.5, 7.5. I sold out. 7,575. 906. You want them both? Okay. 38. Buyer number 906, 7,500. Let's sell 39. All right, 35 and now 35. 35, 35, 35, 3, 2.5. 32 to $50, $50 over to 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5. Now 4, 2.5, 45. And 45, 7.5, 5,000, 2.5, 2.5. Now 5. At 55, 5, 7.5, 7.5, 6,000. Net 6,000, 6,000. Now 2.5. And now 5, 65, 500, 65, 62.5. Now 7.5. At 65. 7.5, 7.5. What do you? 7.5. Now 7. 7. Now 2.5. At $7,250, $50. At $7,250. At $7,250, $50 over to 2.5. Sold out. 7,000. 7,000. 457. Been a good bidder. Thank you, sir.
You bet. Going to turn to lot number 16. We're going to get into a draft of these Dakota bulls, and I can tell you what, after you study them, if you're looking for the bulls and you study them from the ground up in terms of power, foot, and they got the right shape to them, and then you study them from the front to the rear, guys, they may have as much true power and spread as any sire group that we're going to bring to you today. Here's one, guys, that's got real good spread. He's double-digit CED, 112 yearling with big-time gain ratios, 115, 110 IMF. I like this one pretty well, Roger.
Lot 16, 7,500 now, 75, 75, 500, 500, 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 500, 500, will you bet 5, 7.5, 7.5, 4, 4 for them over to 4,000 now, 2.5, $4,250, $50 over to 2.5, 4,250, and $4,250, $50 over to 2.5, 40, 40, gotta go, and 4,250, I cracked the door, and $4,250, $50 over to 2.5, 40, 50, I sold out, 4,000. 658, the buyer. Thank you. Let's go to 17.
Right next door, lot 17. Again, we're into these brothers, and these here's a set of resource brothers, guys, right back to the chimney top cow, the Rita family right there. We're going to bring you several of these. Here's a bull. If you want a stock bull, you want one that's just going to put cattle in the pasture, they're going to smash the scales. There he is, lot 17.
Whoo, boy, 785 off the cow for weaning weight. Take a look at that big scamp. 17. All right, 3,500 now, 35. 35, 500, 3, 2.5. 3,250, $50, 5, 35, 7.5, 4. 4 for the mile, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, and 45, 500 now, 7.5, 7.5, 5,000 now, 2.5, 52, 50 now, 5, and 55, 7.5, 7.5, 50 now, 6,000, and 6,000, 6,000 over the internet, you're out at 57.5, 6,000, gotta go, and now 2.5, 6,250, 50, I crashed the barrier, and $6,250, $50 over to 2.5, 62, 50, 62.5, I sold bull, 6,000. 602, getting a nice set of bulls. Go to lot 19. Heavy hitter.
And there's the brother, guys and gals. Another resource. You see the cow family. You see their ribeye ratio 116. Lot 19 is a bull you're buying.
810-pound weaning weight bull. All right, 3,500 now, 35. 35, 500 now, 3, 2.5. 30 to 50, 35. 35, 500, will you bet to 5, 7.5 now, 4. 4 for them, 2.5, 5. 45, 500 now, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. At 45, 7.5, crack the door. At 45, 7.5, 47, 57. 57.50, I sold out. 4,545. 321, 321. Let's go to lot 14.
Another Dakota right out of the Prosperity, guys and gals. Study your lesson here again. Right back to the full sister, resource and renowned, action-packed kind of pedigree right here. Moderate, stout, easy-doing kind of bull. Lot 14.
Lot 14. 7,500 now, 75. All right, 75, 500, 3, 2.5, 5. 35, 500, will you bet to 5, 7.5 now, 4. At 4, 2.5 now, 5. 45, 500, will you now 7.5, 7.5 now. 5,000 at 5, 2.5, $5,250, $50 over to 2.5, 52.50 at 52. He is royally bred at 5,250 now. 5, 55, 500, will you bet to 55? Crack the door. 2.5, 5 at 55, 500, will you bet to 55? 55. I sold out. 52.50. 911. Thank you. That's an easy number to remember. Let's go to 21.
21, here's a Confidence Plus Son, guys and gals. I want to make a special note here again. Everything you purchase today is guaranteed 100%. Want to be as transparent as possible. Bull was dinged up just a little sore in his foot. He's been treated for that. He's guaranteed 100% in every way. Study your action-packed pedigree. The 4147 cow, she's left an imprint on this program the last 3 or 4 years through the donor program. Here's the Confidence Plus Son, big-time IMF and gain ratios, lot 21.
At 35 now, 35. At 35, at 5 now, 3, 2.5. At 30 to 30, 50. At 30, 255, 35, 7.5, 7.5, 4,000. At 44 for now, 2.5. 40, $250, 50 down. Now 5. And 45, at 5, now 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. At 45, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. Anybody else? 45, 7.5. At 47, 7.5, 47.50, 45, 7.5, 7.
Where are you at 45?
Internet. I got the internet at 45. I got the crow's nest up at 45. Internet, you're out.
Sale Ring Live, you got to be 47.50, Taylor. You didn't
47.50
make
is
it.
all. Make them bring 5,000 or own it.
Thank you,
Internet,
Robert.
you're out. 47.5, 45, 7.5, at 47.5,
7.5,
47.50, at 45, 7.5, at $4,750, 50 now, 5,000, at 5 at 5, how to move it to 5, 47.5, 5,000, at 5 at 5, 5, 2.5, at $5,250, $50, move it to 2.5, now 5, at 55 at 5, will you bid to 55, 55 at 5, will you bid to 55, 55, 55, 7.5, at 57.5, 7.5, 57.50, at 55, 7.5, 7.5, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000. Will you bid to 6,000? At 57.5. What do you say up high? At 6,000 now, 2.5. At 6,200. At 62.5. So now you're acting like you never liked the bull. At 6,250.
Yes.
50 out. Now 5. At 65 at 5. 65. Internet's in. David, you're out. At 65 at 5. 500 at 2.5. 65. 7.5. At 67.5. Welcome back. Didn't last long though. At 65. 7.5. 7.5. 67.50. And now 7,000. At 7,000, 7,000, move it to 7. At 7,000, 7,000, move it to 7. At 7,000, 7,000, yes or no? At 7,000, 7,000, move it to 7. Now 2.5. At $7,250, $50, move it to 2. Never there. 72.50. At $7,250, $50, move it to 2. Never there. 72.5. Got to move along. 72.5.
Yes.
Now 5. At 75 at 5. 500, will you bid to 75? 75 at 5. 500, will you bid to 75? At 75 at 5. 500, 75. 7.5. At 75, 7.5 at 5. Internet, you're out. Click to bid, 77.50. At 75, 7.5 this, 7.5 this, and wake that thing up. At $7,750, $50, over to 7.5, 75, 7.5.
Yes.
Now 8,000. At 8,000. They'd like to use the bull this season. At 77.5, 8,000. Ron? Have you ever watched me take this long to sell an $8,000 bull? At 77.5, 8,000. Gotta go. 77.5, 8. Sold out. On Sale Ring Live, 7750, buyer number
5,004. Thank you.
5,004, headed to Great Falls, Montana. Thank you. Let's go to 22.
You bet. Right next door, here's the blueprint, maternal brother to the one we just sold to you guys and gals. IMF ratio of 163 on the scan, guys and gals. Here's a bull that does a lot of neat things, lot 22.
Lot 22, at 75 and down 75, at 75 and 5, 3, 2.5, 5, at 35 and 5, 5, will you bet to 35? At 35 and 5, 5 and now 35, 35, 7.5, 7.5, 4, at 4 for 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, 45 and 5, 7.5, 7.5, 5,000, now 2.5, now 5, and now 7.5, 7.5, 6 out, now 2.5, 60, now 5, 65, 7.5, and now 7,000 at 7, now 2.5, 70, now 5, 75 at 5, 500, now 7.5, at 77.5 at this, 75, 7.5, no, I had that guy at 72.5, you gotta be 75, Devin, 72.5, 75, at 75, 7.5, 7.5 at this, 77.50, we stuck up for you, 75, I got Kangas, the Angus, in the lead, 75, 7.5. 8,000. I dated 8,000 over the 8. Now I got Fort Worth in the lead. 77.50. 8,000. I dated 8,000 over the 8. 8, 2.5. $8,250. 82.50. At $8,250. $50 over the 2. Never F. Superior's out. $8,250. Click to bid. $8,250. 50 now 5. 85 at 5. 500. 85, sir. 85 at 5. 7.5. 7.5 F. 87.50. At 85. 7.5 F. 7.5 F. 87.50. 7.50. 7.50. Now 9,000. At 9,000. At 87 and a half, 99, 9,000 over to 9. Now 2.5, 92 and a half. Now 5, 95 and 5, 105, will you bid at 95? At 95 and 5, 105, just like selling show pigs. At 95 and 5, 105, 92 and a half, 95, 95. Anybody else 95? I sold out 92.50. 617, 617.
Fantastic job down there. Thank you, sir. Lot 27 and 28, Roger. Here are the full brothers to one of the lead herd sires of the entire program right here. The full brothers to the Empire Bull that's up front. You can see his photo down there. You're going to love the full sister. We're going to lead off that female division with here in a little bit. She's got a lot of fans. The Renown's out of 41.53, pick and choose, 27.28.
Ooh, look at the weaning weight on that pair of bulls, 27 and 28. At 75 and down, 75. At 75 and 5, 105 and down, 3, 2.5, 5. At 35, 7.5, now 4, and 4 for 4, 2.5, 5, 45 of 5, 100 now 7.5, 5,000, at 5 of 5, 2.5, now 5, 55 of 5, 100 now 7.5, 6,000, at 6,000 now 2.5, and now 5, 65 of 5, 500 at 65, 65 of 5. I had two guys click in on the internet. 65, Josh is in, the other man's out. 7.5, at 65, 7.5 of 7.5 of 67.50, at 65, 7.5 of 7.5. How's your deal doing? At 65, 7.5 of 7.5. Anybody else? 65. 7.5 at 67.5 of 7.5 of 67.50. I sold out. Josh's way, 6,500, buyer 923. Do you want them both, Josh? Let us know. There's surely some place you can type that in. Kind of chat with us if you would. Please. Speeding right along. Which one, Josh? Or do you want them both? Let us know. Takes lot 28. Thank you. Okay. Let's sell 27. At 335, 35 of 5, 500 at 2.5, 5, 35 of 5, 500, will you bet at 35, 7.5, 7.5, now 4, and 4 for 4, 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, 45 of 5, 500 now 7.5, 5,000, at 5 of 5, 100 over to 5, 5, 2.5, 50, $250, $50 over to 2.5. Let them run, guys. At 50, 250, internet's out. Now 5, 55 of 5, internet, you're still out. At 55 of 5, 500, will you bet at 55, 52.5, 55 of 5, 500, will you bet at 55, 55, 55. I sold out. 52.50. Cody? 465. Goes to a good herd of cattle. Never sweat. Thank you. Lot 34.
Lot 34. Here's the cap list out of the 60.97. Again, his mother's the lead female in our cow-calf division. His full brother just sold for $97.50 a couple minutes ago. Lot 34.
Oh, boy, big-time calving these numbers as well. Lot 34. At 75 and down, 75. At 75 and 5, 500 down, 3, 2.5, 5. At 35 and 5, 7.5, 4. At 4 for 4, them over to 4,000. And now 2.5, 5. 45 and 5, 100 now 7.5, 7.5, 5,000. At 5 and 5, 100 over to 5, 2.5, 55. And now 7.5, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000 now 2.5. And now 5, 65 and 5, 500 now 7.5, 7.5, 7,000. And now 2.5, 72 $50, $50 over to 2.5. Now 5, 75. Internet's in. At 75 and 5, now 7.5. At 77 and 7.5. Click bid. Now 8,000. At 8 at 8, 8,000 at 8. Now 2.5. 82 $50, $50 over to 2.5. 8 now 85. 2.5 right here. 85. 85. 7.5. 7.5. 9,000. At 99. 9,000 over to 9. 99. 9 now 2.5. 92 $50, $50 over to 2.5. Click the bid. At 92 $50, $50 over to 2.5. 92.50 on a big time Cavanese herd bull. At 92 $50, $50 over to 2.5. 92.5. I sold out. 9,000. 9,000. 621 the buyer. Good job.
Lot 11. Here's another Dakota out of the war party. Again, 99 birth ratio, weaning ratio of 109, yearling ratio 106, IMF Roger 135. Lot 11's the bull.
Lot 11, boy, big, heavy muscled, good bull. Lot 11, at 35 and down, 35, at 35 and 5, 5 and down, 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5, 4, them over to 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, at 45 and 5, 7.5, 5,000, at 5 and 5, 2.5, 52 $50, over to 2.5, at 52 $50, but now 5, 55 of hello there, at 55 and 5, 5, will you bid to 55, at 52.5, 55 and 5, 5 to anybody else? Sale ring live is in. in. Now 7.5. Now you're out. 60, 55, 7.5, 7.5, 57.50. At 57.5. Internet, you're out. At 55, 7.5, 7.5, net. What do you say? 65, 7.5, 55, 7.5. I sold out. 5,555. 608. 608.
Lucky number 13 here next, guys. Again, here's another one of those big, stout Dakotas right here. A bull, you talking about a moderate bull with a pile of muscle and shape. Right here he is, lot number 13.
13, 35 and now 35, 35 and 5, 3, 2.5, at 32 to $50, 5, 35 and 5, will you bet the 35? 35 and 5, now 7.5, 7.5, now 4, 4 for them over to 4,000, 4 for 2.5, 42 to 50, now 5, 45 and 5, 7.5, 5,000, at 5 and 5, had them over to 5, and now 2.5, 52 to $50, 50 now 55, 55 and 5, 55, 55, 7.5. 7.5, 57.50, 55, 7.5, crack the door, 55, 7.5, 7.5, 57.50. I sold out, 5,555. 618, 618. Let's go to lot number 12.
On number 12, here he is, guys and gals. Here's the Dakota right out of the ET program, guys and gals. There's the 7120 female that you should be familiar with, who's going to leave a long impact on this program. Lot number 12.
All right, 75 and now 75, 75 and 5, 3, 2.5, at 30 to 50, 35, 35 and 5, 7.5, 4, and 4 for 4, 2.5, 40, 55, 45, 7.5, 5,000, and now 2.5, 5,250, $50 over to 2.5, 52.50, 5,250. What did they say, John? $5,250. Click the bid, $5,250, $50 over to 2.5. Open the door, let's go. $5,250, $50 over to 2.5, 52.5, 52.5. I sold out. 5,000, 5,000. 505, the buyer number, 505.
Turn your catalog, guys, gals. Stay on the theme of the Dakotas, big, stout kind of bulls, as we mentioned. Here's another one that fits the mold. 144 on his yearling weight, 106 wean ratio, 118 yearling, 141 on his gain ratio, Roger, and he's got it in a moderate, powerful kind of package. Lot 10.
I like that 1,400-pound yearling weight. All right, 75 and down 75, and 75 and 3, 2.5, 5, 35 and 5, 5 and now 7.5, 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, 45, 7.5, 5,000, 5 and 5, 2.5, $5,250, over to 2.5, $5,250, $50, 52.5. Biggest yearling weight we've had through the door, I believe.
Yes, sir.
$5,250, over to 2.5, 52.5, 55, 55 and 5, will you bid to 55, 55 and 5. Somebody is making a real buy on a big-time herd bull right here. 52.5, 55 and 5, now 7.5, 7.5, 57.50, 55. Josh, you're out. 57.5, 7.5, 57.50, 55, 7.5. Gosh, I like that bull. Now 6,000. All right, 6,000, 6,000 over to 6, 2.5, $6,250, $50 over to 2.5, $6,250, $50 over to 2.5, 62.5. Anybody else? 62.5, 62.50, $6,250, $50 over to 2.5. I sold out. 6,000, 6,000.
5,009 headed to Saskatchewan. Thank you, Roger.
5,009.
Yes, sir.
Bull, you think it's winter here. Wait until you get to Saskatchewan. Oh, boy, it gets cold up there.
Hey, here's a big time. If you're looking to cover some heifers, Roger, here's another one of the Rainfall Sons right out of the full sister to the double XL bull that stood at ST Genetics. And again, if you want to know, folks, how he's doing with his contemporary, study your ratios. 111, 108, 110 on his IMF, 105 ribeye. Boy, he checks a bunch of boxes. Lot number 9.
Lot 9 at 75 and down 75. All right, 75 and 5, 3, 2.5, 5, 35 and 5, 5 and now 7.5, 4, 4 for 4 for them over to 4,000, 4 for 4 for them on 2.5, 40, 50, 40, 50, now 5, 45 and 5, 5 45, and 42 and 5, 7.5, 5,000, 5 and 5, had them over to 5, 5 and 5, had them over to 5, 47 and 5, 5,000, 5 and 5, had them over to 5. No, just so there's no confusion, I had 45 right here with Superior. And the other computer's out. 7.5. 7.5. Now 5,000. Now 2.5. $5,250. $50 over to 2.5. How about live? $5,250. We got a lot to keep track of up here, David. $5,250. $50 over to 2.5. 52.5. I sold out on Superior. 5,000. 929. The buyer 929.
Lot 9 is gone, Roger. 40 and 41. We're going to bring you a pair this time. These are the Renowns. And again, we just sold the Maternal Brother by Capitalist Springs 10,000 a few minutes ago. These are the Renowns, and a tremendous kind of pedigree in 40 and 41. Again, we're not going to read all the ratios and EPDs today. Here's a good set of spread bulls right here. Got some cavities potential with them. Help yourself on 40 or 41.
Ooh, look at the weaning weight on that pair of bulls. On 75 and down 75. Somebody ought to take them both here. On 75 and 5 down 75 and 5. 3, 2 and a half, 5, 35 and 5 and down 7 and a half, 4, 4, 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 5,000. 5, 2 and a half, 55, 7 and a half, 6,000. That's 6,000 now, 2 and a half, 60 now 5, 65 and 5 now 7 and a half, 67 and a half, 7 and a half, 67.50, 65, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Where you at, Kurt? At 65. 2.5 was it? Excuse me, 65. And now 7.5, 7.5. That's what I thought. 65, 7.5. That's now 7,000. That's 7,000, 7,000, 7. That's 7,000, 7,000. Over to 7,000. You got a phone, gal? Ask her for 7,000, John, in a very nice way, and I'll bet you bid to you. See? Now 2.5. I had 72.50 $50 over to 72.50. I had 72.50 $50 over to 72.50. Now 5. 75 75. I had 75 What are you thinking? I had 72.5. 75 75. That's still for choice. I had 75 75. I sold out. 7,250. Do you want them both? 911. Take them both. Takes 41. 911. Okay, let's sell 40. I had 3, 32 and a half, 35, 35, will you bet to 35? I had 35, will you bet to 35, 32 and a half, 35, 35, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, now 4, 4, 2 and a half, 40, 50, 45, 45, 45, 7 and a half, 5,000, 5, move to 5, 2 and a half, now 5, 55, 55, 55, 7 and a half, 57.50, open the door, 55, 7 and a half, let them run. Now 6,000. 6,000, move it to 6,000. 57 and a half, 6,000. Anybody else going to go? 57 and a half, 6,000. 6,000, move it to 6,000. I sold out. 5,750. 785.
Not far to go, Roger. Just one turn of your page in the catalog. We'll bring you another pair. We'll just bring you 43. Excuse me. We're gonna bring you lot 43. That is the Renown, right out of the same kind of cow family as the bulls that that have been so popular today. Go right back to the missing link cow family there, boys and girls. Help yourself on lot 43. Big stout. Look at the shape in this bull.
Lot 43, 35 and now 35. 35 and now 3, 2 and a half, 32 and $50, over to 2 and a half, 32.50. 32 and $50, now 5, 35, 7 and a half, now 4, 4 for them over to 4,000, now 2 and a half, at 42 and $50, above, now 5, 45 and a half, 45, 42 and a half, 45 crack the door, 45 7 and a half. Somebody say it, 45. Thank you. Now, right here. And now 7.5, now 5,000. 5 out again, Josh. At 5, hot them over to 5, 47.5. Crack the door, 5, 2 and a half. At 5,250, Superior's in the lead. At $50 over to 2 and a half. $50 over to 2 and a half. Now 5. At 55, kind of slow on the trigger, Justin. 52 and a half, 55, 500. Internet, you're out. What do you think, Josh? 55. At 55, will you bid to 55? 55. Now 7 and a half, 57 and a half, 7 and a half, 57.50. Turn it over to one of them boys; they'll bid for you. 55, 7 and a half. I sold out. 5,500. 923, the buyer number. 923.
Here's the full brother right below him, guys and gals. Lot 44 headed your way.
44. 35 and now 35. At 35 and now 3, 2 and a half, 5. 35 will you bid to 35? At 35 will you bid to 35? 35 at 35. 35 3,000 Nulu that. At 3 to 3, 3 down over to 3, 2 and a half, now 5. At 35 will you bid to 35? 35, good bull. At now 7 and a half, 37. I got 35 with Kurt on the left. I'd like 37 and a half. Both guys are out over here. at 37 and a half, 4,000 and 4 for the 1 2 and a half, and 42 and $50 over to 2 and a half, now 45, 7 and a half, and now 5,000 at 5 how to move it to 5, and 5 even money, now 2 and a half, 52 and a half, now 5, and 55 at 5, will you bid to 55, 52 and a half, 55 at 5, 7 and a half, at 57 and a half, good job, at 55, 7 and a half, gotta go, at 55, 7 and a half, high, sold out, 5,555. 785, 785.
You bet. Turn your catalog, guys and gals. We'll go right next door to lot number 48, okay? And here's the renown of the 7187 cow. You want to make sure you want to be transparent with you. The bull was a little sore on his foot. He has been treated. He's guaranteed 100% in every way. Big time ratios, 111 weaning and gain, guys. Study your lesson here. 119 ribeye, Roger.
And a big time herd bull look, lot 48. At 75 and down 75. At 75 at 5, 5 at 3, 2 and a half, 5, 35 at 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, now 4. At 4, 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 5,000, now 2 and a half, 55, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 6,000. At 6,000, move it to 6,000. At 57 and a half, 6,000. At 6,000, anybody else? What do you say? At 57 and a half, 6,000, 2 and a half. At 62 and a half, 65. At 65, at 5, 5 at 65. At 65, John Henry, ask him nicely. At 65, at 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, at 67.50. At 65, 7 and a half, kind of thought so. At 65, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, I sold out, 6,500. 906, 906, go to 50.
Here's his pinmate, lot number 50, another renown out of the consensus, lot 50.
What? 35 and now 35. 35 of 5, 76-pound birth weight bull. What? 35 of 5, 35 of 5, 3. At 3 to 3, 2 and a half. At 30 now 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 4,000 now 2 and a half. 45 of 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half now 5,000. At 5 of 5, how to move it to 5. At 5 of 5, how to move it to 5,000. Don't get caught without bulls. At 47 and a half, 5,000 going to move along. At 5 of 5, how to move it to 5. Now 2 and a half. Open the door. At $50 over to 2 never bad. 52.50. At $50 over to 2 and a half. I sold out. 5,000. 785. 785.
New setup here. Lot 45 is the renowned son out of the Joy 1036. Again, here's 104 on his gain, 105 on his ribeye. Roger, he's a maternal brother to the $15,000 Lot 23 bull that just went in here.
35 and now 35. Lot 45 at 35 of 5, 35 of 5, 3, 2 and a half, 5 at 35 of 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 4 at 4, 2 and a half, 45, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 5,000 at 5 of 5, how to move it to 5, 47 and a half, 5,000 at 5 of 5, how to move it to 5. Anybody else? 47 and a half, 5,000 at 5 of 5, how to move it to 5 at 5 of 5, how to move it to 5, 47 and a half, 5,000. I sold out. 47.50. 718, 718 the buyer. Let's go to lot 51, Dave.
Lot 51, here's another renown. If you guys are into the female business, right out of the EXT 6807, a legendary mating on the bottom side, a cow with a big-time production record behind him, lot 51.
35 and now 35. 35 of 5, 5 down 3, 2 and a half. At 32 at $50 over to 2 never. 32.50. 32 at $50 over to 2 never. 32 at $50 over to 2 never. 3,000 new that. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3. At 3 to 3, 2, 2 and a half, 5, 25, 7 and a half, now 3. At 3 to 3, 2 and a half, 30 to 50, 30, now 5, 35 of 5, 5 now 7 and a half, 37.50. At 35, 7 and a half, 7 and a half. Anybody else? 35, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 37.50, 7.50. I sold a bull. 3,535. 458, 458.
Turn your page. Right next door is going to be lot 52. Another renown at a 38.16. Gain ratio of 120. Ribeye ratio of 104 right here. Help yourself. 768 pounds of weaning weight.
Lot 52, boy, big frame, good bull, Kurt. At 35 and now 35. 35 of 5, 5 and now 3, 2 and a half. At 32 at $50 over to 2 never. 32.50. At 32 at 50, now 5. 35 of 5, 5 will you bet at 35? 32 and a half, 35. At 35 of 5, 5. Somebody's stealing a pretty good bull. 35, 7 and a half. At 7 and a half, 4,000. At 4 for them over to 4. At 4, Josh, you're out. At 37, 4, 2 and a half. At 42 at $50 over to 2 never. 40, 50, 42 and a half. Gonna move along 4, 2 and a half. At 42 at $50 over to 2 and a half. I Sold out, 4,000. Buyer number 923 on Superior. Thank you.
Going to bring you a pair of brothers here, Roger, in 54 and 55. If those of you are in the heifer business and breeding, right, here's a pair of bulls that could cover a bunch of them for you. Here are the Summit bred bulls right out of the 38-16, 54 and 55, pick and choose.
All right, 75 and now 75, and 75 by 3, at 3 to 3, 2.5, at 32 to 50, now 5, 35, 7.5, 4, at 4 for them over to 4,000, at 4 for them over to 2.5, 40, 50, 40, 50, 40, 50, at 42 to 50, down to 50, down over to 2.5, at 42 to 50, down to 50, down over to 2.5, 40 to 50, 40 to 50, anybody else, 42, 50, good pair of bulls, now 5, at 45, 5, 45, 42 and a half, 45, 5, will you bet the 45, 45, 45, I sold out. On sale ring live, 4,250. Buyer number?
5012, headed to Oregon. You want pick and choose, or do you want them both?
Buyer 5,012.
5,012. Took 54. Is that right, Taylor? 54 is going bidding on lot 55. Roger.
Okay. What? How much? 42.50.
That's correct.
Okay, I got a good memory. It's just short. Okay, let's sell 55. All right, 35 and now 35. All right, 35 and 5, 35, 35 and 5, 3, at 3 to 3, 3 to over to 3,000 at 3, 2.5, 30 to 50, 30, 50, 30, 50, at 32 to 50, down to 50, down to over to 2.5, at 32 to 50, down to 50, down to over to 2.5, selling lot 55, Cavanese special, all right, 32 to 50, down to 50, a minus 2.8 birth weight, 32.5, 35, at 35 and 5, 35, 35 and 5, will you bet at 35? Yes or no? What do you say? 32 and a half, 35. I sold out. 32.50. 552, 552. Okay, go Cats. Here's lot 59. Oh boy, tell me. Lot 59. Resource, son. All right, 35 and down, 35. At 35 and 5, 35 and down, 35, 35 and 5, 35 there he went. At 35 and 5, 35 and down, 25, 7.5, 7.5, 27.50. And now 3,000 at 3, 2.5. At 32.50, down to 50, down to over to 2.5. Now 5, 35, 7.5, 7.5, 4,000. At 4, 2.5, 5, 45, 5, 5, 45, 7.5, 5,000. At 5 and 5, how to move it to 5, 5 and 5, 5, 2.5, 50, 250, down to 50, down to over to 52.50. Not a heifer made get away from that bull. 58. I did spin him around. 52.50, down to 50, down to over to 52.50. Now 55. 55 and 5, 5. Will you bet to 55? 55. Best way to lose an order is not fill it. 55 and 5, 5, 55, 55. I sold out. 52.50. 327. Thanks. Here's 60.
Lot 60, drop down one again. Here's another resource right out of the Texas Lucy cow, guys and gals. Lot 60, your direct son of the resource.
All right, 35 and now 35. Lot 60, Resource Son. All right, 35 and 5, 35 and 5, 35 and 5, 35 and 25, 7.5, 3. At 3 to 3, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 35 and 5, 35. Will you bet at 35? At 35 and 5, 35 and now 7.5, 7.5, 37.50. At 35, 7.5, 7.5. Chris, he'd look good in downtown Portland, wouldn't he? At 35, 7.5, 7.5. Open the door. Let's go. At there, just turn him loose. At 35, 7.5, 7.5. Anybody else? 35, 7.5, 7.5. I sold out. 3,535. 658.
Making it easy on us, Roger. Right at the bottom of the page, here's another resource out of the excitement, back to the consensus cow. 113 weaning, guys. Study the rest of your races. 8'11 weaning weight, 13-13 yearling, Roger.
Where's he been? Here's one of the high-performance bulls of the day, lot 61. All right, 35 and down, 35. At 35 and 5, 5 and down, 35 and 5, 25, 7.5, 3. At 3 to 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5, 7.5, now 4. At 4 for them over to 4. At 37.5, 4,000. At 4 for them over to 4. 4, 2.5, 42 to $50. Now 5. At 45 and 5, 5 and down, 45, 45 and 5, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. At 45, 7.5, 7.5. Gonna move along. 45, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50, 7.50. I sold out. 4,545. 923 on Superior. Thank you.
Go back to Lot number 57, guys and gals. Here's an Empire out of the traction, back to the EXT, real maternal kind of cow family. 109 weaning, 110 yearling, guys and gals. Again, 785 weaning weight on a good-looking bull, Roger.
All right, 3,500 now, 35. At 35, boy, he is long. All right, 35, 500 down, 35, 25, 7.5, now 3, at 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 5, 7.5, 4, at 4 for the now 2.5, 5, 45, 500 now 7.5, 5,000. At 5, 2.5, $50, over to 2, never there, 52.50, at 5,250, let him go, at $50, over to 2, never there, 52.5, high, sold out, 5,000. 505, 505.
Had him a couple times today. Thanks. We appreciate your business. Lot number 58 right next door. Another Empire, guys, out of the 7144 cow. Here's a real neat kind of performance bull right here. Lot 58.
Lot number 58 at 3,500 now, 35. At 35, 500 down, 35, 25, 7.5, 3. At 3, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 4. At 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45. At 45, 7.5, 5,000. At 5, 5, over to 5. At 5, 5, 2.5, $50, over to 2.5, 52.50. At $50, over to 2.5. Open the door. Let's go. At $50, over to 2.5, 50. Jesse, you got your hands full. At $50, over to 2.5 high. Sold out. 5,000. 505. Getting a whale of a set of bulls. Thank you. Let's go to 62 or 3.
Yep, we're going to bring you the pair, Roger. We'll pick and choose or double up and take them both. Here, another good set. You like those resource cattle all day long and have for several years now for obvious reasons. 62 and 63. 63 posting a gain ratio of 104. Big-time winning weights. Pick and choose.
62 or 63. Choice them to you or take them both. On 35 now, 35. And 35, 35, 25. I'll do that. 25, 7.5, 3,000. At 3 to 3, 3 down over to 3. Now 2.5, 5. 35, 7.5, 4. At 4, 2.5. At 40, 50 now 5. 45, 500 now 7.5, 47.5. What do you think, sir? 45, 7.5, 5,000. At 5, 5, how to move it to 5. 47.5. Open the door. Let's go. At 5, oh, I got to choice them first. At 47.5, 5, 2.5, $50 now 55. At 55, 500, 55, 7.5. At 57.5, 6,000. At 6,000, over to 6,000 now 2.5. That's now 5. At 65, 500, at 65, 500, well, you've been to 65, good problem to have. At 62.5, 65, I sold out 6,250. You want them both? $62.50 on lot 63 to buyer 651, 651. Thank you, John. Let's go to 62. On 335, 35, 500, 35, 7.5, 4. At 4, 2.5, 45, 7.5, 5,000. At 5, 2.5. At $50, over to 2.5, 5. 55, 500, 55, 7.5. At 57, 57.50. At 55, 7.5. Open the door, let them run. At 57, keep them walking. At 57. 7.5 high, sold out 5,500. 505, the buyer number 505. Let's go to 64, right down the page. Look at the weaning weight.
64. If you're looking for a cleanup bull in a seed stock operation, pay attention to your pedigree. Here's a big spread bull in his EPDs. Goes right back to the grandmother of the Tahoe bull, guys. It's getting so popular, and his daughters are making such a storm right now. Lot 64.
64, boy, big, good bull is right, Kurt. On 35 now. We ought to do better here. On 35, 500, 35, 25, 7.5, 3, 2.5, 35, 7.5, 4, 2.5, 45, 7.5, 47, 55, 2.5, 55. At 55, 7.5, 6,000 now 2.5, now 5, 65, 7.5, 60 now 7,000, and now 2.5, 5, 75, 500, 75, one the bet now 7.5. Internet's in. At 75, 7.5, now 8,000. At 8 at 8,000 over the 8, 8 at 8,000. Now 2.5, $82.50. Here's one of the good bulls we've showed you today. And now 85, 500, 85, 85. My little computer. now 87 and a half. In, now I'm out. 87 and a half. Click to bid. 85, 7 and a half. Now 9,000. At 99, 9,000 over to 9. At 99, 9,000 over to 9,000. At 87 and a half, 9. Now 2.5. At $92.50. Internet, you're out again. $92.50. You're bidding on a good bull. $92.50 is all. At $92.50 over to 2.5. $92.50. $92.50 over to 2.5. High. Sold out. 9,000. 914. Thank you, John Henry.
Turn your page in your catalog, folks. Lot 65. Here's a bull I had high marks in his pen, folks. Lot 65, another resource out of that donor cow that's photoed right over here on the wall for good reason. Big spread bull, guys. 114 right here on his yearling. Good gain ratios. Lot 65.
Lot 65 at 35 and now 35 at 35 about 25, 7.5, now 3 at 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3,000 at 3, 2.5, 5, 35 at 5, 35, 7.5, 37.50 at 35, 7.5. 4,000 at 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 40, 50, 45, 45 at 5, 5, 7.5, 7.5 at 47, 55,000, and now 2.5 at $5,250. Let him run at $5,250, $50 over to 2.5 at $5,250, $50 over to 2.5. I sold out. 5,000, 5,000. 668, 668.
Here's lot 66, just below him, Roger. Here's the War Party out of the same cow. 113 gain ratio, 100 on his IMF, 105 ribeye, lot 66.
66, big high volume, good bull at 35 and now 35. At 35 at 5, 5 at 25, 7.5, 7.5, 3 at 3, 2.5, 35, 35, 7.5, 4 at 4 for 4, 2.5, 45, 45, 7.5 at 47.5, 5,000 at 5 at 5, how to move it to 5 at 47.5, 5,000 at 5 at 5. Anybody else gonna go? 47.5, crack the door at 5 at 5, how to move it to 5, 5, 5, 47.5, 5,000. I sold bull 47.50, 47.50. 668, 668. Go to lot number 67.
You bet. Stay with the same mama cow right here, but we're going to have you a different sire in the Dakota Sun right here. Again, the big, stout power bulls. You've liked these Dakotas. 104 weaning ratio, 101 yearling. Right across the board, guys. You can read the indexes. Big stock bull headed your way. Lot 67.
Lot 67. Come on, bull. Bring me another, Matt. 67. At 35 and down 35. At 35 at 5, 5 and down 25, 7.5, 3,000. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3,000. At 27.5, 3. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3,000. At 3 to 3, 2, 2.5. Who do that? At $22.50 over to 2 never there. 22.50. At $22.50 $50 over to 2 never there. Here the money at $22.50. 2,000. Who do that? 2,000. I 2 to do 2 thumb over to 2.
Yes.
I 2 to do 2.5.
Yes.
Now 5. At 25 at 25. Sale ring lives in the lead. 25. 2.5. 25. At 25 at 25. Superior is way out. At 25 at 5. Will you bid to 25? 22.5. 25 at 5. Will you bid to 25? Sold out. 22.50.
Buyers 5,006 headed to Tennessee. Thank you.
5,006. You're 68.
Yep, right next door. Another one of those Dakotas out of the traction back to the upper 125 yearling weight EPD, guys and gals. Lot 68.
35 and now 35. At 35 at 5, 35 at 5, 2, 2.5, 5, 25 at 5, will you bet to 25? At 25 at 5, will you bet to 25? 25 at 5, will you bet to 25? 2,000, tell me. I 2 to do 2 thumb over to 2. I 2 to do 2.5 at 22 to $50, now 5. At 25, 7.5, 7.5 at 27.50. At 25, 7.5, 3,000. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3,000. Now 2.5. At $32.50. At 32.5. Devin, your section's out. At $32.50, $50 over to 2. 30 to 50, 30 to 50, 30 to 50. Sold out. 3,000, 3,000. 617, 617.
Lot 69, right below him. Here's another Dakota out of the kernel. Big time ratios, 108, 107 on winning and yearling, Roger. Lot 69.
Ooh, look at the performance here. 69. At 35 and now 35. At 35 at 5, 5 at 2, 2.5, 5, 5,000. At 5, 55, 6,000. Now 5, now 7. At 7, now 5, 8,000. 8 at 8, now 5. 85 at 5, 5 at 85. At 85 at 5, 5 at 85, 85. Anybody else high? Sold out. 8,000. 506, 506.
Thank you, Jeremy. 85B, Roger. Next door, here are the Pathfinder embryos out of the 206 cal. 3 times the money. They are IVF, guaranteeing 1 pregnancy.
At 1,000, at 10 to 10 over to 10, at 10 to 5, 600, at 600, 600, now 7, at 700, 700 over to 7, at 700, 700 over to 7, at 700, 700 over to 700, 700, 6.5, Hulu that, at $650, $50 over to 6.5, 7, at 700, 700 over to 7, at 700, 700 over to 7, at 6.5, 700, 700 over to 700, anybody else, let it run, at 700, 700 over to 7, I sold out, 650, 650.
677, Roger. Thank you.
677, 677.
Lot number 80. There she goes.
Let her out. We sold her, Matt.
Yep, there she goes. Should be on to lot 82, right, Roger?
Right.
Here are the barricade embryos out of the 3202. Again, that cal is the 6106 at a 714. Guys and gals, we've got 3 IVF embryos sired by Barricade out of 3202. Incredible mating, tremendous cow with a big-time production record. We're going to say that 82 embryos, 3 times the money guarantee a pregnancy. Yep.
So much piece times 3, lot 82, lot 335, 35 of 5, 500 at 35, 35 of 5, 500 at selling embryos at 5, now 5.5, at $550, $50 now 600, at 600 now half, now 7, at 700 now 8, 8 at 8 now 9, 99, 999 now 10, at 10 at 10, will you bid to 10, at 900 now 10 at 10, 950, at $950, $50 over to 9.5 of 950, I sold out, 900 times 3.
Headed to Virginia, 677. Thank you.
677. Let's, now we're going to sell.
There you
86
go.
or 87.
86 and 7. Here's the choice option we've got here for you, Roger. And again, study these females. They are direct daughters out of the 975. You can pick and choose. 86 is the capitalist daughter. On the 26th day of September, she was AI'd to benchmark and been exposed to the lot 7 since. Or you can take her sister, sired by War Party. Guys and gals, she was AI bred on the first day of October to sit stellar, and she too exposed to the lot 7. Pick and choose or double up, and you can have them both.
86 or 87, choice lot. Take a look here. At 35 and now 35. At 35 of 5, 500 at 35 of 5, 25, 7.5, 3. At 3 to 3, 2.5, 32 to 55, 35, 7.5, 4. At 4 for 4, 2.5, 45, 7.5, 5,000 now 55. At 55 of 5, 500 now 6,000. At 6,000 now 5. At 65 of 5 now 7. Now 5. At 75 of 5, 8,000. 8 at 8, 8,000 over the 8. 8 at 8, 8,000 over the 8,000. At 75, 8 now. 8 now 5, 85 of 5, 85, 85 of 5, will you bid the 85? At 85 of 5, I sold out. 8,000, 8,000, you want one or both? 506, thank you very much. Takes 87 at 8,000.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Okay,
86,
go to 86.
The capitalist sister, guys.
Okay, Bred benchmark, lot 86. Lot 335, 35 of 5, 500 at 35, 35 of 5, 500 now 7.5, 4. At 4 for 4 from them over to 4,000 now 2.5, 45, 7.5, 7.5 of 8, 47.50. At 45, 7.5 of 8, 7.5 of 8, 47.50. At 4 now 5,000. At 5 of 5, how to move it to 5. 5 of 5, how to move it to 5,000. At 47.5, 5,000, going to move along 47.5, 5. At 5 of 5, how to move it to 5, 5, 5, 47.5, 5,000. I sold out. 47.50, 47.50. 646, 646. Go to lot number
91. Here is the Summit female, guys, out of the Paxton right here. She was AI bred to Dakota on the 24th day of September. She too was exposed to the lot 7 herd sire that we sold here earlier today. Big time spread, action-packed maternal pedigree, lot 91.
Lot 91, she's an Abigail. On 35 and now 35. And 35 of 5, 500 at 35. 35 of 5, 500 at 25. 7.5, 7.5, 3,000 at 3 to 3, 2.5. At 32 at $50 now 5. 35, 7.5. 7.5 at 37.50, 4,000 now 2.5. At 42 at $50, 50 now 5. 45 at 5, 500, 45. At 42.5, 45 at 5, 500. Anybody else going to move along? 42.5, 45, 45. I sold out. 42.50. 640. Thank you.
Turn your catalog. We're going to bring you a pair of sisters. Little different deal here, Roger. 77A and 77B. You talking about some heifers that put a bunch of good things together. 77A right here, guys and gals. Here's a female. You study a marbling EPD over 100, 179 with her IMF ratio. Due the 20th day of February, she is bred to Square B Atlantis. She's carrying a heifer calf, Roger. Or you can take her sister, who's due on the 20th day of February, also to Square B Atlantis, and she too carrying a heifer calf. Pick and choose 77A or B.
10,000. That hit it in. 10 down over to 10. Here's two of the really good females we're going to show you today. I teeter do 2 down over to 2. I teeter do 2025, 7.5, 3. I 3 to 3, 3, 2.5, 35, 35, 7.5. Now 4, 4, 45, 45, 5, 5, 45. At 45, 5, 5,000. At 5, 55, 55, 5. Now 6,000. At 6,000. Now 5. And now 7. At 7,000, 7 down over to 7. At 7,000, 7 down over to 7. At 7,000, 7 down over to 7. At 65, 7. Now 5. At 75, 8,000, 8 or 8, 8 down over the 8, 8 or 8, 8 down over the 8,000, 8 or 8, say 8, now 5, at 85, 5, 5, now 9, at 99, 9 down over the 9, at 99, 9 down 9, 9 to 9, 9 down, now 5, at 95, 5, 5, at 95, at 95, now 10, at 10 to 10, 10 down over the 10, now 5, 10, 5, now 11, at 11 down, now 11, at 11 down, 11 down, move 11, at 11 down, 11 down, move 11, at 11 down, we could top the sale right here, it would not be wrong, 11, now 5, at 11 down, 5, 11, 5, at 11 down, 5, now 12, at 12, now 5, at 12 pound, 12, 5, at 12 pound, 5, will you bet at 12, 5, 12, 5, 12, 5, at 12 pound, 5, thank you, now 13, at 30, 30, 30, move it to 13, at 12, 5, 13, at 30, 30, 30, move it to 30, 30, 30, move it to 13, at 12, 5, 13, gonna move along, 12, 5, 13. I sold out 12,500 on sale ring live. Would you like them both?
You bet. Let us know, Will, which one you like. The buyer number is 5,013, headed to West Virginia. Will, we need to know which heifer you like, or you're welcome to double down and take them both.
Let us know.
77A is gone. Thank you, Will.
Okay.
A bid on the sister 77B, Roger.
Okay, let's sell that B lot. 77B, I really like her. At 75, down 75. At 75, 500 down 3, 35, 35, 5, 4, 45, 5, 55, 55, 5, 500 down 55. At 55, 500, well, now 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, well, you bet to 6,000. At 55, now 6,000. Anybody else? Somebody's making the buy of the day right here. 65. At 65, 500 down 65. 65, 5. I had as good a hatchet mark on this female as anything we're going to sell all day.
Yes, 65.
Now 7. All right, 7,000, now 7. At 65, now 7,000, 7,000, over to 7. At 7,000, 7,000, over to 7,000. Anybody else? 65, now 7,000. Got to go. At 7,000, 7,000, over to 7,000, 7,000, over to 7. Now 5. At 75,
online,
75,
guys.
75. Randy, you're out. At 75, 500, will you bet to 75? Open the door. At 75, 500, let them go. At 75, 500, 75, 8,000. At 8 or 8, 8 down over the 8. 8 or 8, 8 down over the 8 or 8. Anybody else? 75 now 8 or 8, 8,000. Will you bet the 8,000? At 8 or 8, 8,000. Whether the 8 or 8, 75, 8,000. I sold out. 7,575. You made a real buy.
Headed to Kentucky, 5,017 on sale ring live. Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate your help up there.
Let's go to lot number 76. That's handy.
You
embryos.
bet. Selling those embryos again. These are by the Can-Am right out of the Bronx, female guys and gals out of the 41-47 cow that did so well today. We're selling you 4 conventional eggs. We're going to guarantee you 2 pregnancies, all right? 4 times the money, guaranteed 2 pregnancies. Help yourself on lot 76.
All right, 70 at 1,000. At 10 to 10, 10 over to 10. At 10 to 10, 5, 50, 600. At 600, 600, now 5. At 6.5, at 650. All right, $650, $50 over to 6.5. At $650, $50 over to 6.5. At $650, $50. Anybody else? What do you say? At $650, $50. At 650. All right, $650, $50 over to 6.5. Hi. Sold out. 600 times 4. 792. 792.
We're going to stick with the embryo division, Roger. Lot 79. These are the barricades, and if you recall, you had the privilege of selling this top-selling female last year was $34,000 out of this sale. Big-time donor cow right here, young cow. It's the forefront of the genetic base. These are the barricades. We're selling you 3 times the money on the IVF embryos, guaranteeing you 1 pregnancy.
Oh, boy. We could top the embryo sale right here. Not be wrong, guys. Here's an opportunity. 2,000. At 2 to do 2 thumb over to 2. At 2 to do 5, 600. 600 now have 6.5, 650. At $650, $50, 650. At $650 now 7. At 700, 700 now 50. At $750, $50, 7.5. At
$7.5, $7.50 at $750, $50 over to $7.5, $7.50 at $750, $50 over to $7. Now 8 at 8 at 8, 8 over the 8. Now half $850, 50 8.5. Now 9 at 9
be 9
over to
online,
9.
guys.
9 over to 900. 8.5. 9 over to 900 at 9 over to 9. 8.5. 9.
Yes.
Thank you. Now half at 9.5 at 950 at 9. Brady's in. Everybody else is out at $950,
Yes.
50. Now 10 at 10 to 10. 10 over to 10. At 10. About time you did that at $950. Now 10 to 10. I thought you were trying to hide it. At 10 to 10. 10 over to 10. At
Yes.
now 50 at $10.50, $50 over to 10.5 at 10.50 at $10.50, $50 over to 10.5. Anybody else? 1,050.
Yes.
Now 11. At 1100, now 11. At 10.5, 1100. At 1100, 1100, move 11. At 10.5, 1100, 1100, move 1100, 1100. Got to move along. At 10.50, 1100.
Yes.
Now 50. At 1150. Craig, you're out. At 1150, $50. Brady's in. At 1150, $50, 1150. At 1150, at 1150, 1150, 1150, 1150.
Yes.
Whew, just in time. Now 12. At 12, top of the 12. At 12, Craig's in, Brady's out.
Kansas,
At
guys.
11:50, 12. 12, top of the 12, 11:50, 1200. At 12, top of the 12, will you bet the 12, 12, 12. Gonna move along. 11:50, 1200. I sold out. 11:50
Headed
times
to Iowa. 5,019. Thank you, Craig.
5,019.
78 coming in. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your help down there. Lot 78. You turn the page in your catalog. Here is the Confidence Plus out of the 4147 cow, guys and gals. She's due February 20th to the Square B Atlanta. She's carrying a heifer baby, Rogers. Lot 78.
Lot 78, at 75 and out 75, at 75 and 5 and out 25, 7.5, 3, at 3 to 3, 2.5, 35, 7.5, 4, 4, 45, 45 and 5 and out 45, now 7.5, 5,000, at 5, 2.5, 52 and $50 over to 2.5, now 5, 55, 7.5, and now 6,000, at 6,000, now 2.5, 62 and $50 over to 2.5, at 60, now 5, 65 and 5, 7.5, 7.5, 67.50, and now 7,000, at 7,000, net you're out, at 67.5, 7, now 2.5, 72 and 50, now 5, 75 and 5, now 7.5, at 78,000, 8 at 8, 8 down over the 8, 8 at 8, 8 down the internet, you're out, at 8 at 8, click the bid, at 77.5, 8,000, 8, now 2.5, at 80, now 85, 85 and 5, 7.5, 87 and 5, 87.50, now 9,000, at 99, what'd you say that time, at 87.5, 9,000, at 99, 9,
You did not make it on the internet.
9, now 2.5, and now 95, 95, 7.5, at 97 and 97.50, internet, now 10,000, 10 to 10, 10 down over
You're out
10,
online,
at
need to be
10,
10,
Fort Worth,
guys.
you're out. 10,000, what do you say? At 97.5, 10 to 10, 10 down over to 10 to 10, 10 down over to 10, 10, 10, crack the door. At 10 to 10, 10 down over to 10, I sold out. 97.50.
Good job.
612. Good
Great job.
Thank
there.
you.
Thank you. 78's gone. Lot 92. Turn your catalog over here to lot 92, guys. Here's one I just wrote, absolute power cow. Here is the Dakota, guys, and right back to the maternal sister, the Rainmaker 4404, big-time stout one, due in February to Can-Am, examined safe with a herd sire prospect, lot 92.
I tell you what, if you took time to go through the pens, you could not miss this female here. Who'll be 10,000. Oh, I tatered in 10 down over to 10. I tatered in 10 down over to 10 and 3, 35, 35 of 5, 5 now 4 at 4 4, 45, 45 of 5, 5,000 now 55, 55 of 5, 5 55, 55 of 5, 6,000 at 6,000, 6,000 over to 6,000, 56 now 5, 65 of 5, 5 at 65, 65, 7.5, 7.5. 67.50. I'm trying to accommodate you. 65, 7.5, 67.50. 65. You're making one of the good buys. Here's one of the really good females. We're walking through the ring today. 65, 7.5. 67.5, 7.5, 67.50. Anybody else? 65, 7.5. I sold out. 6,500 in a bargain. 660, 660. Been a very patient man today.
Right next door, Roger, we're going to change divisions, and here's one I promised you. We sold some sons that were very popular earlier. Here is 93 and 93A. Here's the 1682 gal that has been a member of the ET program here at Montana Ranch. She has been flushed twice, and she has averaged 15 quality embryos on each flush. I want you to study all your track record, all your pedigrees, and then go and check out this heifer calf at side, guys. You're going to end up buying the heifer calf and getting the cow for free when this deal's over. 93.93A, incredible way to start your cow-calf division.
Okay, tell me, at 10,000, at hit it in, 10 over to 10, at hit it in, 335, 4, at 4, 45, 45, 5, 5, now 5, 5, 5, had them over to 5,000, 5, 5, had them over to 55, 55, 6,000, now 5, 65, 5, now 7, at 7, now 5, at 75, 5, 8,000, 8 at 8, 8, down over the 8, 8 at 8, 8, down over the 8,000, at 75, 8, 8 at 8, now 5, 85, 5 at 85, Justin, 85, get your load started.
Yes, 85.
Now 9, I got 9, got 85 here.
Yes, sir, on the internet.
Now 9, 9 time over to 9, 9,000, now 5, 95, 500, 95, at 95, 500, go North Dakota, now 10, I 10 it in, 10 down over to 10, at 10 it in, 10 down over to 10, at 95, just so there's no confusion, I got 9,500 right here on this little computer. I'd like 10,000. I 10 it in, 10 down over to 10. At 10 it in, 9,500 now 10. At 10 it in, 10 down over to 10. Wake that thing up. At 9,500 now 10 it in. Anybody else? 9,500 now 10,000. I sold out. 9,595. Buyer number 943 on Superior. Thank you.
Congratulations, man. That was an incredible cow family you got right there. Here's 94 right next door to her, folks. This female is AI bred on 10-7 to Atlantis. And she, too, has been flushed one time. She averaged 9 embryos on her flush. She sells with the herd bull candidate right at side. By the Empire Bull, here is 94 and her bull calf.
Ooh, boy, high marbling, high ribeye cow. Take a look here, 94. At 10,000, at 10 it in, 10 down over to 10. At 10 it in, 335, 35, 500, now 4, 45, 45, 500, now 5, 55, 55, 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000, over to 6,000. At 5,500 now 6,000, gonna move long. At 5,500 now 6, now 5. At 65, 500, at 65, 65, 5. You'll like her. At 65, 500, anybody else? 65, 500, will you bid to 65, 65? I sold out. 6,000, 6,000.
She's headed to Saskatchewan, Roger. Buyer number 5,009 on Sale Ring Live. Thank you, Taylor.
5,009, the buyer number.
Turn your catalog. Here comes 97 and A. She's got the bull calf at side. Here's the traction daughter. Now, in a world where everybody's trying to get close to this 639T, the Henrietta Pride, here is one that gets right up and close. She has been flushed 3 times and averaged 7 embryos. She was AI bred on 10-7 to Atlantis, and she's been exposed to the outcross bull ever since. 97, 97A, you're getting the pair.
Okay, we're selling the pair first?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
You want to sell choice? You want to do choice.
Do choice.
You can take the pair, or you can take 97 or 97B. That is the Dimension daughter right there out of the traction. Henrietta Pride, guys and gals. 97, 97B. We are going to sell you choice.
Okay, choice them to you. All right, 7,500 now, 75, and 75, 500, and 75, 335, 35, 7.5, 7.5, now 4, 4, from them over to 4, 2.5, 45, 7.5, 5,000, 5, 5, had them over to 5, 5, had them over to 5,000, at 5, 2.5, at $5,250, $50 over to 2.5, 52.50, at 5,250, Superior's out, at 50, now 5, at 55, 5, 7.5, 6,000, at 6,000, 6,000 over to 6,000. At 6,000, 6,000 now 2.5, now 5. At 65, 500, now 7.5, 7.5, now 7,000. At 7,000, 7,000 over to 7. At 7,000, 7,000, at 7,000, now 2.5. At 7,250, $50 over to 2.5, 70. I got Superior in, Live's out. Now Live's in, Superior's out. At 75, 500, I like these battles. At 75, 7.5, 77.5, 77.50. At 77.5, work hard. At 77.5, 8,000, 8 at 8, 8,000 over the 8. Now 2.5. At 82.50, $50 over to 2.5. Now 85, 500, 85, 7.5. Now 9. At 99, 9 over to 9,000. At 99, 9 over to 9. At 99, 9 over to 9. 2.5, 92. I got 9 on Superior. Live Kurt, you're still out. Got to be 92.50. At 92.50 down, 92.50. I got 9, 2.5 at 92.50. Over to 2.5, 92.50. Now 5 at 95.5. Down 95. Fort Worth, you're out at 95.5. 7.5 at 97.5. 97.50 at 95. 7.5 at 97.50. Anybody else now? 10,000. 10 to 10. 10,000 over to 10. At 10 to 10. 10,000 over to 10. At 97.5. 10,000. Even money, and then just quit. 10 to 10. 10,000 over to 10 to 10. 97.5. 10,000. I sold out. 97.50. Which one would you like?
Let us
Cow
know
or the
which
heifer?
one you'd like, guys and gals. Buyer number is 5,009 for those of you keeping score.
5,000.
He took the pair. We're going to say you 97B, headed to Canada. Thank you.
Okay, sell that beautiful Bred heifer. Lot number 97B. At 75 and down 75. And 75 of 5. 3, 2, and 5. 35 of 5. 5. Will you bet to 35? 35 of 5. 5 and now 7.5. Now 4. At 4, 2 and 45. 45 of 5. 5. Will you bet to 45? Yes. And now 7.5. 5,000. At 5 of 5. Hot him over to 5. 5 of 5. Hot him over to 5,000. Now 2.5. Now 5. At 55 of 5. 5 at 55. 55 of 5. 5 now 7.5. 7.5. 6. Now 2.5. And $6,250 over to 2.5. $62.50. And $6,250 over to 2.5. $62.50. What do you think? And now 5 at 65. Now 7.5. 7.5. $67.50. And 67.5. 7.5. 7,000. And 7,000 now 7. At 7,000. 7,000 over to 7. And 60 now 2.5. At 72.5. Now 5. And 75 of 5. 5. Will you bet to 75? 75 of 5. 5 now 7.5. 7.5. 8,000. At 8 at 8. 8,000 over the 8. 8 at 8. 8,000 over the 8,000 now 2.5. $8,250 over to 2.5. At $8,250 now 5. 85 of 5. 5 now 7.5. 87 and a half. 9,000. At 99. 9,000 over to 9. 99. 9,000 over to 9. 99. Got to move along. 87 and now 2.5. At $9,250 over to 2.5. $92.50. $9,250. Thank you. And now 92 and a half. 95. 95.
Guys.
I got Malta in the lead.
Nile,
At 92 and a half. 95. 95 of 5. Will you bet to 95? Thank you. Now 7.5. At 97 and a half of 7.5. 7.5 of 97.50. At 95. 7.5 of 7.5 97.50. Thank you. Now 10,000. At 10,000 at 97 and a half. 10 to 10. 10,000 over to 10. 10. 10. Yes or no? Open the door. Let them. Or we got embryos? Nope. Let them wrong. At 797 and a half.
Yes,
10. 10. Now 10,250. At $10,250 over to 2.5. 10, 2.5. At 10,250, 250, 10, 2.5. Sold out. 10,000, 10,000.
5,015 on Sale Ring Live. Headed to Idaho, Roger.
5,015.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Here's 95. Here is the pay weight daughter, guys and gals, right out of the 2102 that left an impression on this program. She sells with the bull calf at sired by Square B Atlantis, and study your breeding update sheet. She was AI bred on the 7th day of October to Square B Atlantis and has been exposed to the outcross bull ever since. Lot 95 and A is the pair you're buying.
At 75 and down 75. At 75 at 5. 5 at 3. 2.5. 5. At 35 at 5. 5. Will you bet to 35? At 35 at 5. 5. Will you bet to 35? 35 at 5. 5 at 35. 32 and a half. 35 at 5. 5 at 25. 7.5. Who did that? And now 3,000 at 3. 2.5. 35. 7.5. Now 4. At 4. 2.5. 40 to 50. $250 over to 2.5. 5. 45. 7.5. 7.5. 47.50. At 45. 7.5. 5,000 now 2.5 now 5 at 55 at 5 at 55 7.5 7.5 6,000 at 6,000 over to 6,000 now 2.5 now 5 at 65 at 5 now 7.5 7,000 at 7,000 now 7 at 7 now 2.5 5 75 at 5 75 7.5 8,000 at 8 at 8 8,000 over the 8 at 8 8,000 over the 8,000 at 8 at 8. Here's one of the good females you bet on all day. 8. Thank you. Now 2.5 at $8,250 over to 2.5 $82.50 $8,250 over to 2.5 $82.50 Live is out. Superior's in. $8,250. I sold out. 8,000. Buyer number 907. Header over to Malta.
Lot 98 we're going to be bringing to you, Roger. Here's another one of those good pairs. She's got the herd sire prospect at side. This is the capitalist daughter, right back to consensus, guys and gals. Again, she's got the bull calf at side by the benchmark, and she was AI'd on the 10th day of October to Square B Atlantis and exposed to the outcross bull. Lot 98 in her calf at side.
All right, 75 now, 75, and 75 by 3, 2.5, 5, and 35 by 5, will you bet the 35, 7.5, now 4, and 4 for them over to 4, and 4 for them over to 4,000 at 4, 2.5, 42.5, 5, and 45 by 7.5, 5,000 at 5, 2.5, 55, 55 by 5, no, you're out, and 55 by 5, at 55, 55 by 5, at 55, 55, 55. I got you in the lead at 2.5. Is that okay? I got you at 2.5. 55. 55 by 5, will you bid to 55? Gonna move along now. 7.5. 57.50. Now you're out. 55, 7.5 there, 7.5 there, 57.50. 55, 7.5 high. Sold out. 5,500. 324, 324.
Right next door, Roger. This is the traction female right here. Back to the predestined. She's got a heifer calf at side. Now, we do have a correction in your catalog. The sire of this calf is the Dakota 2528 bull, okay? So want to make sure you're aware of that. She was AI bred to Square B Atlantis on the 10th day of October and has been pasture exposed to the outcross bull, 99 in her heifer calf.
Oh, boy, I like this traction daughter. Lot number 99. At 75 and down 75. At 75 at 5, 5 and down 3, 2.5, 5. 35 at 5, 5, will you bet to 35? At 35 at 5, 5, will you bet to 35? 35 at 5, 5 and down 7.5, 7.5, 4. At 4 for them over to 4,000. And now 2.5, 4,250. Now 5, 45 at 5, 5 and now 7.5, 47.5 at 47.50. At 45, 7.5. Better cow than that, guys. Take a hard look. At 45, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. Thank you. Now 5,000. At 5 at 5, how to move it to 5. Even money. You'll like her. At 5 at 5, how she's one of my favorites. At 5 at 5, how to move it to 5. 47.5. Open the door. Let's go. 5 at 5, how to move it to 5. 5, 5. Anybody else? 47.5, 5,000. Thank you. Now 52.50.
2.5 right online.
Live is out. 52.5. $52.50. 50. Now 5. At 55. Didn't cost you a dime. 55 at 5. 55 sold out. 52.50. Thanks for the help.
5,015 headed to Idaho. Thank you, Kurt.
5,015.
A 99's gone. 101 is one we're bringing to you. Here's the consensus, guys and gals. She's got a heifer baby at side, and she, too, make the catalog correction. That heifer calf is by the Dakota 2528. She was AI bred on the 10th day of October to Square B Atlantis and exposed to the outcross bull. 101 and her heifer baby.
Lot number 101 at 75 and down 75 and 75 by 3, 2.5, 5 at 35 by 5, will you bet to 35 and 35, 7.5, 4 and 4 for 2.5, 45, 7.5, 5,000 at 5 by how to move it to 5 and 5, 2.5, 5250 now 5, 55 by 55 and 55 by 5, will you bet to 55, 7.5, 5750 and 55, 7.5, open door, let her run 55, 7.5, 5750 I sold out 5,500. 618, 618. Go to lot number 100.
100 right next door. The consensus again, guys. Similar kind of pedigree you're working with right here. She's got the bull calf at side by the Montana Empire. And again, she's AI bred on the 7th day of October to Square B Atlantis, exposed to outcross lot 100 and her bull calf.
All right, 75 and down 75 and 75 and 5 and down 25, 7.5, 3 out 3 to 3, 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5, now 4 at 4 for 4, 2.5 at 40, 50, and now 5, 45, 5, 7.5, now 5,000, now 2.5 at $5,250, over to 2.5 at 52.50 at 52. They're having a conference. Here comes the cash. Now 55 at 55 and 5 at 55, 55 and 5. Just crash that barrier one time. 55 and 5, will you bet to 55? Open the door, watch her go. 55 and 5, 7.5. 57 and 7.5, 57.50. 57, mom still smiling. 57 and 7.5, 57.50. Open the door, let's go. 55, 7.5, high. Sold out, 5,500. 324, 324.
Can change up the gears up there. We're going to go forward a little bit to lot 89, Roger. Here's the Pathfinder female. She is bred. She's examined safe in calf by Square B Atlantis. She's due the 20th day of February, again with a bull calf. Here's a nice young kind of female, back to the full sister to Renown and Resource, lot 89, safe in calf.
Okay, lot 89 at 75 now 75 at 75 by 3, 2.5, 5 at 35 by 7.5, 4 at 4, 2.5 at 42 to 50 Donovan now 5, 45 by 500 now 7.5, 5,000 at 5 by 5, how to move it to 5, 47.5, 5,000 at 5 by 5, how to move it to 5, 5, 5 now 2.5 at 52 to 50 now 5, 55 by 5, 500, 55 at 55 by 5, 500, will you bid to 55, 55, yes or no? Gonna now 7.5 at 57 and 7.5, 6,000 at 6,000 now 2.5 at 6,250 down over to 2.5, 5, 65, 7.5 at 67 and 7.5, 67.50 and now 7,000 at 7,000 will you bid to 7 at 67.5, 7,000 at 7,000 anybody else 67.5, 7,000 I sold out 67.50 buyer number 907 C-Bar buys thank you goes to a good herd of cattle.
We're going to bring you a pair to pick and choose from, Roger. 102 and 103 are the females headed your way. Maternal sisters, one by the legendary Resource, the other one's a good young female by Dimension. Again, we're going to study 102. She is due the 14th day of March to the Can-Am. She is examined safe. Then 103 is the Dimension daughter. She's due the 21st day of February. She has got a calf by the Square B Atlantis. Pick and choose 102, 103.
All right, 335 at 35 at 5, 500 at 35, 35 at 5, 500 at 25, 7.5, 3 at 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3,000 now 2.5, 2.5, 5, 35 at 5, 7.5, 4 at 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 40, 50 at 42 at 50 down to 50 down over to 2.5 at 42 at 50 now 5, 45 at 5, 500 now 7.5, 7.5, 5,000 at 5 at 5, how to move it to 5, 47.5, 5,000 at 5 at 5, how to move it to 5, 5, 5, where we at? 47.5. No, I had 45 with Andy, Devin. Had it ahead of you right there. Superior, you got to be 47.50. We got it right ahead of you. You're still out, John Henry. I had 45 ahead of you. Got to be 7.5. I had 45, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. I had 45, 7.5, 7.5, 47.50. I sold out. 4,545. $655. Which one do you take? Okay. Buyer 655 takes 102.
To sell the sister bred to Square B Atlantis due in February.
Okay, 103 at 335, 35 at 5, 500 at 35, 35 at 5, 25, 7.5, 3 at 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3,000 now 2.5, 2.5, 5 and now 7.5, 7.5 at 37.50 at there now 4,000 at 4 for thumb over to 4, 2.5, 5, 45 at 5, 500 will you bid now 7.5 at 47.5 at 7.5 at 47.50 at 45, 7.5 let them run guys at 45, 7.5 at 7.5 at 47.50, 7.50 I sold out, 4,500. Buyer number 900. Thank you, Howard.
Right next door, Rogers lot 104, and here's a female that without question we could have had higher in the sale order based on her opportunities. Here's the Rain Dance female right out of the grandmother to Tahoe. Okay, guys, pay attention. A dynamic pedigree, and you're talking about one that's got some look and stoutness. The 20th day of February, she's going to be due to the Can-Am herd sire, and she's been examined safe in calf. I like her pretty well, Roger.
Okay, tell me, at 75 and 104, at 75 and now 75, at 75 and 5, 25, 7.5, 3, at 3 to 3, 2.5, 2, 5, at 35 and 5, 500 now 7.5, now 4, at 4 for 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, 45 and 5, now 7.5, 47.50, at 47.5, so where you at, Kurt? 45, 7.5, at 47.5, 47.50, at 45, 7.5, I sold out, 4,545. 324, 324.
Stay on the same page. Here's the direct daughter of the DL Dooley. She's out of the Discovery back to the Basin Lucy, 38.59. She is due the 19th day of February to Square B Atlanta. She's safe in calf of the herd sire prospect, lot 105.
Lot 335, 35 of 5, 35, 35 of 5, 25, 7.5, 3, at 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3, 2.5, 30, now 5, 35 of 5, will you bet to 35, and now 7.5, 4, 4 for thumb now 2.5, 40, 50, 45, 7.5, at 47.5, 7.5, 5,000, at 5 of 5, how to move it to 5, at 5 of 5, Ross getting the lead, at 47.5, 5,000, now 2.5, I got 5 here, 2.5, at $52, now 55, out again, at 55 of 5, 55, at 52.5, 55 of 5, internet's out, 5,500, internet's in. Now 7.5. Now 6,000. Now 2.5. At $6,250. Now 5. 65 of 5. Now 7.5. At 60. Now 7,000. Now 2.5. At $7,250. $50. Well, but 2.5. Ross, what are you doing? At $7,250. 50. Now 5. 75 of 5. 500. Open the door. Let's go. 72.5. 75. At 75 of 5. 500. Will you bid to 75? 75. 75. I sold out. 72.50. 612.
Next lot right beside over there, Roger. Turn your page. Lot 106. Here's the capitalist daughter, right out of the full sister to the double XL. We sold some of those bulls. They're very popular earlier in the day. Again, due the 20th day of February to Can-Am. She's carrying a heifer calf, Roger. 106.
106 at 3,500 now 35 at 35 of 500 at 35 35 of 5 25 7.5 7.5 3 at 3 to 3 2.5 5 35 7.5 7.5 now 4 at 4 2.5 45 45 of 5 500 internet you're out 45 at 42.5 45 45 of 5 500 anybody else that's you in the lead 45 at 42.5 now 7.5 7.5 47 50 5,000 Ross at 5 of 5 100 move to 5 47.5 5,000 now 2.5 at $5,250 pin now 5 55 out again 55 of 5 5 click to bid at 55 7.5 at 57.5 of 7.5 of 57.50 at 57.5 come back to the sale you've been on sabbatical 57.5 at 55 7.5 of 7.5 Kurt I know he wants to buy her at 57.5 of 7.5 of said no sold out 5,500 C-bars way 907 thank you.
We're going to bring you a family of females here, Roger. We're going to let you do the picking and choosing. You can take 1, 2, or 3 of this trio of sisters, 108A, 108B, and 108C. Again, study your breeding information. A is due on the 17th day of March to Can-Am and safe. B is due the 19th day of February to Square B Atlanta. She has been examined with a heifer calf. That is noteworthy information. And 108C. Due the 19th day of February, bred to Square B Atlantis, and she is carrying a bull prospect, 108 A, B, or C, Roger.
Okay, choice them to you, 5,000. 5 of 5, have to move it to 5. 5 of 5, 2, 2.5, 5, 25, 7.5, 7.5, 3, 3, 2.5, 30 to 50, 35, 7.5, now 4, 4, 2.5, 40, 50, 45, 45 of 5, 5, will you bid now 5,000. 5 of 5, 5, 2.5, 50, $250, over to 2.5, and now 55, 55 of 5, 5, 7.5, 57 of 57.50, 55, 7.5 of 6,000, that's 6,000, now 2.5. At $6,250, $50 over to 2.5 $6,250. At $6,250, $50 over to 2.5 6. No. Internet. Were you trying to be? No, I had 57.5 ahead of you, John Henry. You got to be 6,000. I got it right there next to the door. 57.5, 6,000. Internet, you're still out. Fort Worth's out at 57.5, 6,000. That's 6,000, 6,000. Anybody else going to go at 57.5, 6,000? How about your deal there? At 6,000, 6,000. Well, but it's 6,000. I sold out. 57.50, way on the left. Which one would you like?
C.
Yep, good eye. 633 takes C at 5,750. Okay, let's go.
Gone. A and B, guys.
Okay, A or B. At 335, 35 of 5, 500 at 2, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 3, at 3, 2.5, 35, 35, 7.5, 7.5, now 4, at 4 for 4, 4, 2.5, 45, 45 of 5, 500, will you bid to 45, at 45 of 5, 500, now 7.5, 7.5 of 5, I'm about out of stock, at 45, 7.5 of 7.5, 47.50, at 45, 7.5, nobody's been having any more fun than you today, at 45, 7.5 of
7.5 on the internet.
Thank you. Now 5,000. 5 of 5 on your internet. At 47.5, 5 of 5, 5, 2.5. At 52, California, you're out again. At $5,250, $50 over to 52.50. At $5,250, $50 at 52. And this heifer would really like to get to sunny country and get out of this winter country. 52.5. What do you say? At $5,250, $50 over to 52.5. Sold out. 5,000. Which one, or you want them both? Buyer 510 takes 108A at 5,000. Let's sell 108B. Wide 335, 35 of 5, 5 now 7.5, 7.5 now 4, 4, 2.5, 2.5, 5, 45 of 5, 5 now 7.5, 47 of 5, 47.50, and 45, 7.5 of 7.5, 47.50. Thank you. Now 5,000, and 5 of 5, how to move it to 5, 47.5, 5,000, and 5 of 5, how to move it to 5, 5, 5, I.
Yes.
Ooh, just in time. Now 2.5. At $52, $50, move it to 2.5, 52.5. I've never seen a guy smile so much saying no all day long. At $52, $50, move it to 2.5, 52.5. I sold out. 5,000, 5,000.
5,022 is your buyer number. SaleRing.live, headed to California. Thank you, folks.
Buyer 5,022. The price was 5,000.
Yep, right next door, Rogers Lot 107, and where we're headed next. She's due in the 20th day of April to the Can-Am herd sire. She has been examined safe. Here is the War Party daughter, guys and gals, right back to that legendary donor that was here so long ago. Help yourself, 107 you're buying.
Okay, tell me. 7,500 down, 75, and 75, 500 at 3, at 3 to 3, 2.5, at $3,250, $50 over to 2.5, at $3,250, $50 over to 2.5, at 30 at $3,250 now 5, 35 of 5, 5, 7.5, at 37 and above, 7.5, 4,000 at 4 for now 2.5, at $4,250, 50 to internet you're out at $4,250, $50 over to now 45, at 45 of 5, 5 Fort Worth's out at 42 at 5, now 7.5, and now 5,000 at 5 of 5, Andy's in 47.5, 5,000 at 5 of 5, both internets are out at 45, now 2.5, at 5,250. I got 5,000 on Superior Internet, 5,000, 2.5, at $5,250, $50 over to 2.5, 52.5. Anybody else? 52.5. High. Sold out. 5,000, 5,000. Buyer number 943 on Fort Worth. Thank you. 109B.
109B, 110A, and 110B. So turn to that back page in your catalog. Again, 109B is the rain dance out of 3816, due in March to Can-Am. She's carrying a heifer calf, Roger. Take note of that. 110A. Again, 110A, we want to bring it to your attention. She's guaranteed in every way. Did treat her foot. She's good to go. She is examined the 20th day of February to Square B, Atlanta. She, too, carrying a heifer calf. Okay? And then 110B, she's due the 31st day of March to Can-Am, examined safe and calf. We're going to sell your choice, 109B, 110, A and B.
At 75 down 75. At 75 of 5, 500 at 25, 7.5, 7.5. Now 3 at 3, 2.5, 35, 35, 7.5, 4. At 4 for them out 2.5. Now 5 at 45 of 5. Now 7.5, 47.5, 47. Sure, it's fun to bid on them, isn't it? At 47.5, 7.5, 47.50. At 45, 7.5, 5,000. At 5 of 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 2.5. At $5,250, $50 over to 2.5. At $5,250, $50 over to 2.5. Said no. Sold out. 5,000. Would you like them all? Takes which B? 109. Okay. 5,000. 622, you said, Kurt? Buyer 622 at 5,109B. That leaves 110A and 110B. Choice them. At 25, 7.5, 3. At 3 to 3, 3 thumb over to 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5, 7.5. Now 4, 2.5, 5, 45, 7.5. At 47.5. Internet, you're out. At 40, just missed you. At 45, 7.5. At 47.5, 7.5, 47.50. At 45, 7.5. Now 5,000. At 5, son of a gun. At 5 of 5, over to 5. At 47.5, 5,000. At 5 of 5. Had to move it to 5, 5, 5. I sold out. 47.50. Yep. Kurt, would you like them both? Or let us know.
Let us know there, Kurt. You can take one or two. Looks like he took 110B, headed to Idaho. That was 5,015 on Sale Ring Live.
Buyer 5,015. The price was $47.50 on 110B. Let's sell 110A. At 335. At 35 at 5, 500 at 25, 7.5, 3, 2.5, 5, 35, 7.5. Now 4. At 4 for 4, 2.5. At 42 at 50. Now 5. 45 at 5, 500. Internet's in the lead. At 42.5, 45.
I got 45.
Now 7.5 at 47.5 at 5,000 at 5 at 5. How to move it to 5 at 47.5. Both internets are out at 5 at 5. How to move it to 5 at 47.5. 5,000 at 5 at 5. How to move it to 5 5 5. Got to move along. 47.5. 5,000. I sold out. 47.50. 47.50. 323, the buyer, famous Angus number 323.
Going to change gears a little bit. Here's a valued customer of the program that's bought you a tremendous set of heifers, Roger. You had the opportunity to look at these commercial heifers as a sample. Guys, these are a true gate cut of what we've got to offer you. There's 50 head total, okay? I want to go over this so we're all clear, all right? These are really good cattle, all right? In different set of circumstances, there's no chance these heifers are for sale to you. Make sure you take advantage. So here's how we're going to offer you the heifers, all right? We're going to be in gate cuts of 5. You can take between 5 and 50 multiples of 5 with a legit gate cut, okay? And we're going to work with you. The first 100 miles on your freight are free of charge, right? Beyond that, you will be responsible. We're going to work with you. We've sold cattle literally all over the continental U.S. today, so we're going to do all we can to get them to you as economically as we can and possible, right? These cattle are located in Eureka, Montana, and again, first 100 miles of trucking are all there for you. The heifers have been preg-checked via ultrasound, all right? Those heifers are high-quality females, guys, and I think you'll be extremely happy when you get them here. So those of you online are looking to bid in, those are packages of 5. If you want to take all 50, just tell Taylor, click on all 10 of those packages, and you can help yourself. Lot 111, Roger, real good set of commercial females.
Okay, it's going to be a true gate cut at the ranch in Eureka, and you can take 5 or more in increments of 5. If you'd like to take the whole load, you can take them all. But here you go. We're starting with 111A, a true gate cut, 5 head. But you can take up to 50 if you want to take them in. Take them all. Okay, here we go. Who be 2,000? Oh, I to to thumb over to 2. I to thumb over to 2,000. And to 10, 11, now 12, 12, 12, 12, now 50, 1250, now 75, 13, now 30, 30, 30, over to 13, now quarter, 13, 25, 50, 50, 50, 75, 75, 75, at 13, 75, 75, 14, at 14, now quarter, at 14, now a quarter, 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 now 50, at 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, at 14, 50, now 75, 75, 75, at now 15, at 15, now a quarter, at 15, now a quarter, 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 15 and a quarter, at 15 and a quarter, now 50, at $1,550, $50, 15, 50, at 15, 25, 50, now 75, 75, 75, 15, 75. I'll tell you what, guys, if you went back and took a look at these 10 that are here, if the rest of them look anything like this, it's going to be one of the great sets of commercial females I sell anywhere this fall, guys. They got quality to burn, and I'm bid $1,575 on the internet. I'd like 16. 1,660 down over to 16. At 1575, 16. That's 1,660. Now you're gonna find none better anywhere in the land. At 1575, 16. That's 1,660. 1585, thank you. Now 1600. That's 1,660 down a little bit to 16. Now quarter at 1610. That's $1,610, $10 little bit to 1610. That's $1,610. He might take them all. That's $1,610, $10 at 1610. What do you think, Amber? That's $1,610, $10. Anybody else gonna go? $1,610, $10 little bit to 1610. I sold out. 1,616 on Superior Internet. Buyer number 932. Let us know how many you'd like.
Oh, they are salty.
I'd encourage you to take them all. It's a beautiful, beautiful big load of heifers. They are as fancy as you're going to find. Baldies and blacks as good as you'll find anywhere in the land. How many would you like?
Times 50.
Takes them all. Takes 50 head. Okay. Well, Dave, what else can we sell?
That's all I've found, Roger.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, folks. Be sure to settle in the office. David, get yourself up here if you can. Be sure to settle in the office. Leave them good delivery instructions, how you'd like the cattle to come to you and when you can handle them, that sort of thing. Always a pleasure to work with you, Dave. Say a word if you would.
You bet. Thank you, Roger. Tremendous crew at ringside, you guys. It's good to know you as professionals and friends. We thank all of our bidders. For those of you online that are still with us and wondering, you will receive yourself an invoice, okay? And so make sure you check your email. You'll get a digital invoice, and then Shauna will follow up with that as well. Work with our loading crew. It's a good set of guys and gals back there. They'll get you loaded out. If you have any questions or need anything, make sure you let David Brown or one of us know. Thank you, Roger. Here is David. We'll let him make a few parting comments.
Well, to say that we're humbled would be a vast understatement. Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming out and supporting our program. And please stay in touch. And for those over the internet or over Superior, be patient with us. We'll get you called, and we certainly appreciate your business today. And please stick around if you're here. Join us for a prime rib dinner tonight at 6. Thank you.